Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, how are you today?
I am good. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Miss Angie. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day to you too. I just had me some chocolate covered strawberries that were delicious.
Oh, nice, nice. I had I haven't had dinner yet. I haven't had lunch. Did I have lunch? I had I had the leftover of a half a Subway sandwich. I did
Okay.
have
You know
lunch.
what? I thought about getting Subway today and we went to Popeyes and it must have been new people because they got my order wrong and I didn't totally check it. Like I checked well, actually, I let Brandon check it and he didn't check it very well. So it was not exactly what I wanted. It was okay.
Well, sometimes when you get when they mess it up, they give you something more. But that never happens for me. I usually get less. I always get
Well,
something
that did happen
less.
for me once. They got my order completely wrong, but it was a whole bunch of extra stuff. And I still ended up having to go back in there and say, well, like this order is it's all kinds of wrong. And they were like, just keep everything you have and add some more to it. So but yeah, that's his spot. And they're building one right down the street from my house, like probably half a block from or maybe a little bit more than that, about a quarter
Mhm.
mile from my house. So I'm pretty sure he'll love it.
Have you noticed how small the pieces are getting though? I mean, that's the one complaint I have is that how much smaller can those damn pieces of chicken get? I'm like, come on, really?
Have you had the fried chicken from Fry's now that they changed the batter? I don't like it. They double dip it and it's super thick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they changed the batter and it's darker and it's super thick. So I heard that they double batter it. I don't like it anymore.
Yeah, sometimes I used to get the Safeway chicken, and but again, it's one of those things. Again, they changed something too because it's not the same as it was. So the family does not like it anymore. So we don't get it.
Yeah. Well, Brandon never liked the fried chicken. He said it tastes weird, so he never ate it. But I loved it, and
Mhm.
I would get it every now and then, and eat on it for a couple of days. But he doesn't like it anymore. So, I mean, I don't like it anymore now that they've done a new thing. Hey Terry T, he said y'all know it's mandatory to do a love reading when y'all on Valentine's Day, right? You could try to get a love reading from the Grim Reaper of Love if you want to.
It's interesting on Franklin Wright after you cross over Franklin Wright, and it'd be after you cross underneath the 101 before you get over to Hayden, or just after
Okay.
Hayden, whatever. There's a gas station of all places, and it has this amazing fried chicken. And the only problem is it's only for breakfast and lunch. They don't do it for dinner. And I'm like, why are you
Oh.
cutting off that opportunity?
I
Because
know
is
exactly where is it a Sunoco or something like that?
yeah, and there's
I
yeah.
know exactly where that was. I used to work over in that area.
Okay, that fried chicken place and that is some great chicken, and it's the bigger pieces and everything, and yet I'm like, why don't I don't get it? I don't get it because I do love their chicken, and yet
Well,
they
they're short on staff, and sometimes they might not have nobody to work in the evening.
well they've
Or
been that way.
the lottery comes up, and that them lottery people be vicious.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, maybe somebody will win the lottery from there, and then they'll get some extra money, and they can afford something like that. I don't know. It's a good one though. I love that place. I love the way they do their chicken. It's good.
Yeah. Terry T said, "Let's start calling it Singles Awareness Day."
We did our Valentine's Day this weekend. Ed was going to be out of town, as you know, because he's out in Kingman. So he actually planned us a Valentine's Day on Saturday evening. So we
Oh,
went
that's
downtown to a
cute.
bar and we did a new bar we hadn't been before. It was voted one of the best in the nation, and we went there. And then after that, we went to a restaurant we hadn't been before, and that's unusual for us to find a restaurant we haven't been to before. But we actually did
Wait, where were you at?
downtown in Phoenix.
Oh, that's okay. I thought you said you went somewhere like down south, like near going that way. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, on Friday we actually went down south. We were down in Douglas, which is right on the
Oh,
border. So we were at the border. We hear all this stuff about how the border is being overrun and stuff. I I must have missed something. They must have had a day off or something because it was peaceful and calm, and the people were. We saw a lot of people leaving. We saw a few people coming, few cars coming through. We saw a few people coming through. We saw most people leaving, but we did not see the all of the chaos that we're supposed to have been seeing. We were like, wait a minute, did we take a wrong turn? I don't know. And
Well,
yet
the
we
news
saw the
makes us
border.
see what they want us to see.
Exactly. We saw the border wall as you drive, because we drove from there on to Bisbee. And as we drove to Bisbee, you can see the border wall because the highway runs close to the border wall. And again, it's there just standing in the border wall. You're like, I don't know. It was crazy. I expected it to be very different. I'll put it that way because of all the drama that we hear. And then you go there and you're like, really? Okay. I don't know. So there you go. That was my experience. But Douglas was quite a drive. It's like, and there's nothing there. There's very little in Douglas except for the border, and people are going to be pissed now because I said something about Douglas. But I can tell you, it ain't. There's not much there. Not much there. With that said, we have some folks coming in today. Nice to see everybody in. Crystal, Nat, Ali, Christina, Terry T, some other. Jojo, welcome in, Jojo. Hey, Kelly Dix, welcome in. Who else is here? Valerie, nice to see you in, Valerie. I heard you got the reading today from the ladies this morning. They hooked you up. Kelly Bailey, nice to see you in. Miss Linda, nice to see you in. And Angel, nice to see you in. And Sharon and Brittany, nice to see everybody in. Everybody. And for Miss Angie, because it is her birthday month, and for anybody who has a birthday this week, next week, or last week, this one's for you. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. So there we go. Don't forget, folks, hit those like, share, subscribe, and follow buttons if you are not yet a member of YouTube. The memberships, again, you log in, it's free. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. But we would suggest you go there because to me, it's again, YouTube University is what I call it because of all the access of the information. The videos there are amazing. And while you're there, of course, we should hook us up. So if you're not on Angie's YouTube channel yet, please click on your phones or whatever you're on. Find this, go there and hit subscribe. If you also check the little bell, the little icon bell, when you hit subscribe, you will see the notices and you can make sure that it's set to notice every time she goes live. So every time Angie goes live, you'll get notice. Now, it doesn't do anything more than give you notice. If you decide to tap the button once it comes up on your phone, then you can watch it live, or you can just ignore it, and that's good too. But it
Why
gives
would you ignore it? We have so much great information for you.
Well, that too. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Don is almost at 1,000. Come on, people. Tell one person to tell another person to tell another person. We're trying to hit 1,000. We may have a super surprise for you. We may do an all love day.
Oh, okay. Don't scare them. And this is mine. If you haven't done it yet, please go to YouTube and subscribe to Sonoran Mystic Tarot. I appreciate it. As Angie said, I'm at 977. I'm looking for 1,000. So I need 23 more. So I lost one or two. I got one or two today and lost one or whatever. It's the numbers. Every time I get one or two, I lose another. It's weird. YouTube gives you a little bit and then takes a little bit away. The carrot and the stick. I don't know. It's crazy.
So you're working funny with those numbers.
I'm telling you, but I'll get there. I will get there with everybody's help. So I appreciate that. Again, like, share, subscribe, and follow. And again, share this out to folks. Let them know we are here and we're doing readings. With that said, Angie, who are you drawn to today as the first one up?
Well, I don't think I've ever seen Erica Dawson. She didn't say whether she wanted a reading or not, but Erica Dawson, if you want a reading, let us know. I've never seen that name before.
Miss Linda says you are looking pretty in pink tonight.
I wore pink because it's Valentine's Day, and that's it. That's it.
Terry T says, yes, it will notify me for the daily downloads. It's weird. They don't notify me when you upload it, but it notifies me some random hours. Synchronicity, maybe. Yeah, it could be. Divine timing. I'm not sure.
You know what? I got a random message this afternoon while I was walking that you had done it, but I think it had already been up for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I missed it. I missed doing the daily downloads, and a lot of folks kept reminding me and telling me, we would like to see them again. So I actually now starting them up again, I realized how much they really. I know it sounds strange, but it brings me joy to do them. I love it because
We like the surprise of it. Like, what is it? What is it? And I picked 3 again. And do you? Somebody said I sound low, but I have the microphone right here. Someone said that I mean no, I picked 3 today, and of course it was a love card.
oh, I saw that. Yeah, yeah. It's interesting too because on TikTok I tweak it a little more than on YouTube because YouTube doesn't allow me to tweak it as much, but on TikTok I do. And so if you watch TikTok, when it comes up to that card, I added the hearts coming out of my head.
Oh, okay.
But it's funny. That's funny. Yeah. It's like, okay. Angie's like, yeah, that's all I need.
I did get a love reading today, Linda. I've had more than enough love readings. They can just send on the real thing. Like, you ain't gotta tell me about it. Listen, you know how they be like, show me the money, show me the lover. I get it. One's coming. Where's he at? On Haley's comment? We can just drop right on by.
Christina said she picked the number 1. Number 1, which was, let's see, number 1 was Divine Timing.
Because I wanted number 1. I was like, oh, that works for me today. Oh, Divine Timing.
Was number 1 Divine Timing? I think
Divine
it was,
timing.
right?
Yeah, because I was like, oh, that's my annoying best friend.
Yeah, 3 was Love, 1 was Divine Timing, and 2 was.
I thought 2 too, but I don't remember what it was. Was it Healing? No. Was it Healing?
What was number 2? I can't recall. I don't recall. Yeah, I can't recall what number 2 was. Now you have me wondering.
I think it was 2.
Let me look real quick. Now you get me
We saw
wondering.
you talking to Bonnie and Julie today. You know we tune into every one of them. We love when you're.
They had really good energy today too.
Mm-hmm.
Bonnie and Julie.
Hey, Miss Bonnie. I picked 2. Oh, it was Signs. That's what it was. Miss Linda said it was Signs.
Yep. There you go. Signs. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I couldn't remember. Yep.
Yes. Miss Erica, I think she said yay. Are you here? Do you have a question? Is there anything you want to know, or you just want a general?
Hey, Bonnie, nice to see you in.
Right. That's how I feel to Terry T about the love. He said that he got divine time, and he said, I got the message, universe. I got it. Let me tell you, that's how I feel about love. You ain't got to tell me no more. Just send him on. So, Erica, do you have a question, or you just want a general message? So let me see. They say I sound muffled. I don't know why. I have the same mic that I always use.
Did you put a new cap on or something?
Mm-mm. It's the same one. So I don't know. Oh, wait. Let me make sure it's using that one and not the regular one. Audio.
Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume. Pump, 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 pump. Hey, Mr. DJ.
Well, they're all the same. So, yeah, I think.
Oh, no, that one's clearer. You just did something and made it very clear.
I don't know.
Oh, now you changed it back. Oh, I think I can bump the volume from here if you want me to try.
Well, this says
Test it now.
Camera microphone. There's no microphone in my camera. So, unless that's what they're calling, this one is a USB camera. Does that sound different?
Yeah, but now it's off from your voice. Your voice and the camera are different.
Oh.
They're not in sync. Go back to the one you were on, and I can turn the volume up from here to a degree.
Okay, so this is the one that it was earlier. How's that?
Test. Yeah, I turned it. Can people hear that better now? Test again, Angie.
This is the same one I was on, people. You guys made me go through all that, and now it's the same exact one.
Yeah, but no, I turned the volume up by 50% on my side for you. Yeah, I forgot I could do that. It gives you only a certain amount, though.
Okay, yeah, this is the same exact mark. So.
She needs to.
Well, I hope you guys can you guys hear me now? Does it sound the same? I went right back to the same one that I had when you guys said you couldn't hear me. Okay.
Bonnie, that's as much as I can turn it up. Linda says a little better.
I don't understand. Like, it's literally almost in my mouth. So I think all of you guys need to turn the hearing aids up.
I'm not sure that's the mic that's on though. Is that the one that's on? The one that's here?
It says USB. Yeah, this is a USB.
Okay. Okay. Jasmine says she can hear you. And Quinn
Okay,
said, "Hey,
perfect.
Quinn, nice to see you in. I haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you in." Bonnie says maybe it's her hearing aid. Melanie says was better before. Oh Lord, now we're going
Oh,
down a rabbit hole.
Jacqueline, crazy. Well, I don't know what to tell you people. If you can hear Brandon, then it's on.
Exactly. Not
Okay,
what,
Miss Erica, you are up.
look what Miss Linda wrote. I'm not even. I'm not going to say it, but I'll put it up on screen.
Not the microphone, no, but I did have strawberry, some chocolate covered strawberries in my mouth earlier.
Hmm. I'm sure that's what she was thinking about too.
Exactly.
So
Well, thank you, Katie. Katie says she can hear me fine.
super. So did Erica give us a
Question? No, she just said no, she didn't. So I guess you want a general, Miss Erica? Mm, nope, she didn't give us a question. So
she needs to talk. No, not earlier. I can. Much better, Angie. Erica, do you have a question for us? So it's general or specific? Lord have mercy. Oh, she says anything we have for her. All right. Thank you, Christina. I did not see
where did
that.
she put that at?
I don't know. I didn't see it, but is there apparently?
Oh, it's way down there.
Okay. Thank you, Bonnie. You're right. Like, share, subscribe, or follow, please.
All right, so it's Erica. I have to see it. Okay. All right, let's see. Miss Erica, what do we have for you? I don't really see much, so I'm gonna shuffle the cards and see if I get any energy from you because tapping into your energy, I don't get anything. Okay, now that I'm shuffling the cards and I'm going through, I hear yes, you should, and they're showing me the Two of Swords. So for the Two of Swords, it's like it's a decision that you have to make, but you're at a stalemate. You're either choosing not to make the decision because you're overwhelmed by you don't know which side to go. You don't know whether I want to take choice A or choice B. So you're deciding not to take any side, but they're showing me a decision you have to make. Let me see what else I got. I'm seeing the Seven of Cups, which means you have lots of options. So some good, some bad, and you don't know which one to choose. And so you need to weigh your options. But I got the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is something new. That's a brand new beginning. Usually for me, that's some kind of creativity, some kind of passionate thing that you like to do. It. I always like to say that that has to do with work, but it also says that you have like opportunities that are coming your way. So again, that goes with the Seven of Cups, which which you having a lot of choices and having to make you having a lot of options and you haven't decided which choice to make. So there's a new opportunity. Let me see what the advice from spirit is regarding these choices that you have to make or how you want to do it. They're showing me a balloon. So they're showing me a balloon rising and they're saying a bird's eye view. So you need to look down at the decision from a different perspective. I think you're too close into the situation or you're too into it and you need to see it from a higher angle, like you need to change your perspective on it and see all of your options in totality and consider them all from a different perspective so you can go ahead and make your decision. You're too close to the situation, like maybe it's something that is very personal and you're seeing it from a personal side instead of all the ways that you could consider it. So I'm getting oh, she said I think she got disconnected. Okay. So I'm thinking that you need to have it, you need to look at it from a different perspective, is how they're showing it to me. But let me see what else I have. Okay, so I got the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles is hard work. That's kind of apprenticeship. That's your all your efforts that you're being put forward, And what I'm hearing is the work that you're putting in is going to show. And then I got the Three of Wands, which is, finding direction or waiting for your ships to come in or getting things that or waiting on your opportunities to come. So they're all saying that things are coming your way. But I feel like you need to make a decision. So you just have to decide which option you want, and then that's what'll be funneled to you. You just haven't made a decision on it. It does seem to be career or business minded, something that is very close to your heart, or something that you need to make a decision on, or that you've been working hard at. So is it a new business that you're trying to start, like a personal business that you're trying to start, your own business, where you're trying to get out of corporate or get like entrepreneur? That's the word that they're showing me. So I feel like maybe you're trying to decide whether you should start your own business and what direction you should go. But they're giving it to me, and I hear I'm getting the word sugary sweet. So does it have to do something with baking or cooking, or something that has to do with candy or something sweet? Because I'm hearing sugary sweet, and they're showing me like candy and things like that. And so I'm thinking that maybe you're trying to do your own, like do your own business, some kind of cooking or some sweet treats or something like that. If it is, it's a you should go ahead and move forward with it. So that's what I got for Miss Erica.
Miss Erica, I was getting from you right off the bat something about your sister. I got sisterly energy. I wasn't sure where that was coming from, and I don't know what's happening there. I don't know. Are you in conflict with your sister, or has your sister passed over, and she's trying to reach to you again, or is it something, a situation where you're in conflict with your sister, or there's something happening between the two of you? I'm getting um, something about us. I'm getting a very strong sister energy. So if you could let me know about that.
I think she needs to exit and re-enter, because she's saying asking about a twin flame. So I think she's way behind the chat.
Oh, well, that's probably a good thing.
Oh, there you go. She's caught up now. She said kind of sister.
Kindest sister, but what's the situation with the kindest sister? Did she, again, are you having a conflict with her, or has she crossed over?
Or like a play sister, or a friend that's as close as a sister.
Okay, now I'm confused. Let's try to walk through this in a way that maybe is beneficial. Erica, the energy I'm getting is, again, a sisterly energy, so a conflict with someone my age. Okay, but again, is that someone is very sisterly to you again, or is it a sister? Apparently, it's not a sister, because you would have probably come through and said that. So this conflict is with somebody who is like a sister to you, and is your sister on this side? And that's the other question there, because again, I have a half sister. I don't talk to her. I'm guessing it was a talk, not a take. I think it is. Mhm. Okay. Um, okay. Okay. Yeah, I got that. Okay. So again, but nobody on the other side, not a sister on the other side, correct? So if that's the case, then again, this is that conflict that I'm picking, or that, yeah, the conflict with the sister. It's time to put that to rest. It's time to put that to rest, and it's time for you to reach out, even if they don't reach back, which could happen and may happen. I would suggest to you to try to correct that, because right now there's something going on, something happening that has changed her way of thinking, or has changed some. I don't know. She's more enlightened, or I'm thinking there's a health crisis on her side or something. And so I would reach out to her. I would try to connect with her, because you don't want to miss an opportunity to bring closure to something if you can have that opportunity. So if I were you, I would be reaching out to her and having a conversation, or at least make the attempt. Someone was trying to be me. Okay. Well, but I don't know much about that. All I'm saying is that, again, I would suggest, again, there's something there. Spirit is drawing me to that energy. Spirit's drawing me to that conflict, and they're wanting this to be resolved, or at least for you to attempt to it. She may have passed in a car accident. Oh, so you don't even know if she is alive. Okay. Well, anyway, the point is I'd reach out if I were you. That's all I'm being told. To reach out to your sister. That's an energy that is very strong, and spirits definitely suggesting you do that. That's what I'm getting for you today. Who do you connect with next, Miss Angie?
I've never seen Melanie McGongle, or is it Goingo?
This one,
Mm-hmm.
McGonagall. That reminds me of Harry Potter. Wasn't McGonagall one of the? Wasn't that what is her name? The woman from Downton Abbey. I used to always know her name. Doesn't she? Wasn't she McGonagall?
I don't know.
Professor McGonagall. Yeah. What is her damn name?
Now you're not gonna be able to let it go until you
Yeah, it won't
figure
let
it
it
out.
go. Yeah, I know. It's like stuck now. Maggie Smith. Maggie Smith. Yeah. Melanie, do you have a specific question or a general question? I forgot to ask you that. Oh, general. It's right there. Sorry. I should read my own damn thing.
I heard "Don't Go," and then they showed me a dog with a like a puppy face dog, like "Don't Go," a sad dog face, and then the Ten of Cups came out. Are you thinking about leaving a relationship or moving on from a situation? Um, and they're saying "Don't go" because I heard "Don't go," and then at the bottom of the deck is a lover's card. Jeez, oh Pete. So, are you thinking about walking away from a relationship or that you're in, or leaving someone? Because I heard "Don't go," and then again, like I got the puppy dog face. Where the dog is looking sad, then they don't want you to leave and are giving you the puppy dog eyes so you won't be mad. And so I'm hearing "Don't go," but I got the Ten of Cups. So I'm thinking that the situation is going to give you the joy that you want, but you shouldn't leave. You can work it out, is what I heard. Work it out. Um, and they're actually showing me someone work out. So to me, that's working it out. And then I feel like you're kind of going back. You're going over and over and over in your heads. This is the nine of this is the single 5 years. Wow. I heard "Don't go." Are you thinking about leaving your job then? If it's not that, because I got a job. I got "Don't go." So it's either, if it's not a relationship with a lover, then it could be it could be like a friend or somebody you're losing, or your job. But I got "Don't go." I got the puppy dog faces, and I got that you're really it's keeping you up at night, and you're asleep, and you can't, not necessarily keep you up, but you're thinking about it over and over and over and over again. And then the lovers is usually a closer relationship than a friend, than like a friend or whatever. So it could be somebody that is, if it's not a lover, then it could be a decision too, but it seems to be more of a personal relationship or a closer relationship than just like an acquaintance or something. But I heard "Don't go," and then I got the Ten of Cups, which is that joy, and it's that happiness through emotional joy. So that's what I got for you. But if none of this is resonating, then maybe I'm just not connecting to you, because that's all I got.
Okay.
So that's what I got for her.
Hey, Arkisha, welcome in. You missed the birthday song. Welcome in, Jasmine. Nice to see you in as well. Melanie. Okay, with Melanie, I'm picking up kids. Do you have 2 or 3? And you're a single mom, or are you? Yeah, I'm getting again. Yeah, I'm getting 2 or 3, more like 3. Do you have 2 or 3 kids? Hey, Victor, nice to see you in.
I was just gonna say, hey, Victor.
Melanie says, no, sorry, maybe someone else. Okay. So was that for you or was that for me? I don't even know. So you have no kids then? No kids,
It was
Melanie, right?
probably for me with the relationship, so I don't know.
Okay. Hey, Alexa, nice to see you in. So you
Oh,
do have 2
2.
kids. Okay. I was like, what? Okay. And both from the same dad, correct? And again, both from the same, I'm getting both from the same dad. Why am I drawn to the kids? Why is this today to the kids? Okay, one of the kids did not handle today very well. Have you spoken to both of your kids? Because I'm getting the energy that one of your kids today wasn't their favorite day. Maybe because of all the hype around Valentine's Day, or maybe whatever. There's something about one of the kids, and the way in which the day affected them. And so if you could, you may want to reach out to them and have a chat with them. It sounds like you haven't responded or spoken to them yet, but I'd reach out to them. I don't know which one. I can't figure out which one. Um, I'm getting more of the girl than the boy, unless you have two girls. But I'm getting a girl. I'm getting the youngest one, which is a girl energy. I'm getting, again, your youngest child is a girl, or at least that's the energy I'm getting, and that's the one who I'm being drawn to. So reach out and make sure that they, that just having your voice, knowing that you've made the contact may help a little bit. But I'm feeling like one of them, it did not go well for them, or they didn't get what they anticipated, or something about that. I don't know. That's the thing about holidays. Sometimes they're, well, it's good that they have holidays. 20-year-old and a 5-year-old. Okay. Well, the 5 year, yeah, talk to the 5-year-old. I'm guessing is in the house, so talk to the 5-year-old again, because something's going on. I don't think it's a 20-year-old, but it could be. Again, I got the young girl energy, and so I'm getting that something happened in school with her. Maybe the other kids got little things, or maybe in preschool, whatever that she's in. I don't know. Other people got things and she didn't. Be careful how this shapes her. So have a conversation, okay? That's what I'm getting. Give a little attention to her. That's the most important thing. Give her a little attention, because I feel she needs it. Okay? That's what I got for you. Sorry I don't have much else for you, but that's about it. Who else do we have here? Angie?
I don't know. Viewer's choice.
Let's look at Allison, the Beam, Stephanie. If there is room for reading, my heart and ears are open. Stephanie, what is your heart? I mean, Allison, what is your heart open to hear? Is it a specific general reading? Do 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 do. Well, hello to you, Allison. General or specific? If it's specific, don't say specific. Give us a question. If it's general, just say general. Happy to hear from you. Well, thank you, Allison. Again,
Leslie, are you with Justin today on Valentine's Day? If you're not, that may be your clue.
love and career. General is fine. Okay. Love, career, general.
I heard career when her name first came up, but I wasn't getting anything for her. The page of wands just popped up when I was talking about her career. So I'm thinking there's a new opportunity that may be coming up for you at work. I see you, and I don't know if you're in a cubicle, but this could just be you moving up from one space to another. So I see you like in one office space, like talking over the wall to somebody, and then you're moving, you're getting up and packing all your stuff, and you're moving to another spot. I heard no, you're not being fired, because if that's what you're thinking first, like you're packing up, no, you're not being fired. But I feel like you're getting up and you're moving. So you're either moving to an office. For me, that seems like you're being promoted. They're showing me the money meter going up. So they're showing me, like, if you were to see how your phone shows you your battery, how much power you have, they're showing me your money meter going up. So I feel like there's a promotion or something that is on the rise, or you're going to get an opportunity to get to move forward. Um, um, then I got everybody's laughing at me. Y'all are insane. Then I got the Eight of Pentacles again. And this is because I heard merit. You're being upgraded on your merit. And then I got the Eight of Pentacles. So that's you hard at work and getting and all the accolades. And so that's you getting promoted for your accolades. I hear 58. So I don't know if that's the amount of money you're gonna go up or the new salary you're gonna go to, but I heard 58. So so it's either the amount of money you're going to get up to, or the addition that you're going to be added onto your salary, or 58 days. I just hear 58. So let me see what they're saying about 58. So they're showing me 2 months in the calendar, so maybe 58 days, so 2 months. So maybe in 2 months you'll get this raise. So that'll take you to like about April. So that'll be springtime. They're showing me tulips. So maybe in about 2 months you'll get a promotion. You're not aware of it. It'll be a surprise. maybe somebody's leading or somebody gets fired and then you move up into their spot, or maybe somebody promotes up and so they pull everybody else up. They're showing me pull up, so it looks like maybe somebody else will get promoted and you'll get promoted and you'll move up. So for your job, it looks like it's going to be good news coming in about 2 months. Exactly, sounds like spring. Yes, ma'am. Hey, Miss Pam. And it seems to be something that you've been looking for, because I heard management. Like, are you trying to get up into like a manager role or something like that? It's something that you really feel like you're qualified to do. And you may even be doing some of those tasks right now. So, um, they're just transitioning you into that. So you'll flow right into it and it won't be any problem. And everybody seems to like you there too, also. So that's coming. That's a positive for you.
Allison, are you from someplace us other than the U.S.? Because I'm getting some energy. I'm getting a different energy, but not a U.S. energy. And I'm wondering what that represents. I don't know. I'm getting like are you like from a community like a beachy community or something like that? Maybe one
Oh
of the
my God,
islands.
because I got like a black, green, yellow and flags. So I got the same thing.
Yeah, for some reason I'm getting there's a like a beach community or beach like an island or something. My dad is from Terceira. I'm not sure what that is. Sorry, ignorance on my geography there. Portuguese. Okay. But are you in Portugal or your dad's from Portugal, but you're not, you're from here? Because again, I'm getting this Azores, my family is from. Okay, the Azores. Yeah, that's the island I was getting. Okay, because I was being drawn to the island. I was being drawn to the, and it's a very, yeah, it's a small island there. It's a nice island though, but yeah. I've had some friends who have traveled through the Azores or have been there. No, I'm in California. Oh, so you're also by beach community. Okay, it's interesting. But I was getting that connect the island, the water, and I was getting water and like a beach community. So interesting. Are you into the metaphysical? Because I'm getting again, I'm also getting a very strong pull from the metaphysical side for you. I think you have to. I think you're an empath. I think you, if you don't know it yet, you probably are hearing it now, and when you check it out, it'll be the case. But I think you already know it. You are an empath, and that is problematic for you from time to time, and for many reasons, which we all know, just generally speaking. But I also think that you have not learned how to protect yourself from that, and it puts you in very uncomfortable situations in the social settings, which again is because you haven't really learned how to protect yourself as an empath. But I think your gifts are strong. I don't know how much you've used them before. Are you looking at creating or getting more into the metaphysical community, maybe making money doing this? Because, or are you already doing that? I don't know. I get a very strong metaphysical feel. And I think you're in the right community because they're showing me that the beach community, the beachy kind of feel, all that, there's an energy around the community that you're in that supports this. So if you think, okay, is this something I can do? Is this something that maybe I could make money in or whatever? I think absolutely. I think that if you haven't, then you don't know what that means to be an empath. Okay, what an empath is somebody who picks up other people's energies. Um, if you are when you if you're close to, like saying you're sitting beside Angie right now, um, or even close to Angie, or if you are so connected with your empathic abilities, you don't have to be even sitting by her. You could be even just watching her or connecting, and the energy comes through. Like we're connecting to your energy as you sit where you are. And so what happens is you feel people's pain. You feel people's happiness, their sadness, their joy. Usually, you feel the negatives or bad things more than you feel the good, unfortunately. But you do have that thing. And yeah, you're drained all the time. You're probably drained at times because, again, you're feeling everybody else's energies and it's wearing you out because you're not just your own, but others as well. It should not scare you, though. You say it scares you. Now that you know that you are an empath, it shouldn't scare you because, again, it's not you and it's not your feelings. It's you're picking up their feelings. So the good part is you can put it in perspective and say, I don't own this. It's not mine, and therefore you don't have to hold on to it. Now, what I would suggest strongly is that you can use the gold chrysolite, you can use the orb, you can use the protective cloaks, you can do other things to protect yourself from other people when you don't want to feel their energies, because you don't have to feel their energies. You can also talk to your gatekeeper and say, I need to block this. This has to come away. But that is one thing that comes with being an empath. With that, let me tell you this much: to be an empath, that means you are psychic. So whether you know it or not, you are psychic. Because if you're not, if you're to be empathic, you are psychic. To be a medium, you're psychic. But again, not all psychics are mediums. Not all psychics are empaths. We all have our different abilities. So as you work with this, and as you deal with the fact that you are empath, that you feel other people's feelings, you can put them in perspective or you can block them off. And again, there are ways to block them off. If you want, reach out to me. My email address is too long to be here right now, but it's advice@sonoranmystictarot.com, or message me through the messaging system on whichever thing you're on, and I can tell you how to block it. Or you can watch some old videos, because I have that too. You know what, I need to do a video for blocking, because I haven't done a video for that. I need to do that. But anyway, the point is block it and protect yourself from feeling that. But also develop this, because you are natural at this. This is something that we're all natural, but I think you have a stronger ability that is coming through. So take it, agree with it, own it, and then nurture it. And don't be surprised if you turn it into a business, a successful business, because again, Spirit is trying to draw you out and tell you, hey, we got something for you. The question is, what will you do with it? Okay. That's what I'm getting.
Allison, do you hear people calling your name? Because I feel like I hear people, like I hear someone calling your name and you looking around like, who is it calling my name? Like I feel like it's your guides or whatever. They're very childlike, very youthful. The guides that I see that are calling your name, and they're kind of like hiding behind stuff and they're calling your name. But I don't know if that's because you said you're scared. So it may be not to hear you, not to scare you, because it's like them peeking around a corner and they're calling your name and you're looking like, okay, maybe I didn't hear anything. That is them getting to know your attention. So once you hear that, you can just say, I hear you. Who's there? I'm not afraid. And then they'll go ahead and continue to communicate with you, or they'll level it up, or maybe they'll, keep talking to you. But I hear them calling your name. They just aren't presenting, because I think it gives you a little bit of fear. So go ahead, when you hear your name called, you can say it aloud. That may be better, or you can say it in your head. I hear you. Who's talking to me? Um, and you can say, because I think you're a little fearful of getting into it, that you may get some negative spirits. You can always say, if this is someone of the gold Christ light, if this is someone from my highest and greatest good, you are welcome. If this is a negative energy, you are not welcome. You can always control who talks to you and who doesn't. So when you hear it, you can say, I hear you. You can speak to me if you are a pure positive energy for my highest and greatest good. If you're a negative spirit, you are not allowed to communicate with me. So either way, you control who is talking to you, but they are calling your name a lot.
Absolutely.
You don't
Absolutely.
have to be scared of the negative. Like literally, I feel like but if you get something that you can hold in your hand, that'll be a little bit more security to you than just trying to kind of do it mentally. Both of them work once you get into it, but you can buy like Miss Bonnie was saying, black tourmaline, tiger's eye, black obsidian. Those are all things, and you can even buy bracelets that just go on your wrist. I have black obsidian bracelets all the time, because I just love that it keeps it protects you. It also keeps away negative energy, and it might even keep some of those empathic energies off. And you can just wake up and be like, today I don't want to feel everybody else's energy. Can I only have my energy? And can I only feel my energy? So you control it. This is you talking to your higher power. Don't be afraid of your higher power. Just let them know what you can and cannot take. I can't take everybody else's energy today. Tone it down a little bit. I only need to hear my energy. Help me to concentrate on absorbing only my energy. So talk to your higher power, just like you would pray, or just like you would talk to me, or just like I'm talking to you. That's the same way you would talk to your higher power, and let them know that you're being overwhelmed emotionally.
And it's interesting. I'm glad that she mentioned she's afraid of the negative. Um, the thing that I would suggest to you, Allison, is that when you are when you are going through this, first of all and foremost, I there is Hollywood visions of negative and evil and all that stuff. I have not seen it. I have not experienced it. That does not mean it's out there. I'm just saying I've not experienced it because I kind of walk in the light. I walk in a positive mindset, a positive life experiences. And I'm not saying this protects me, but I do believe it does. Okay. I can't guarantee it, but I'm telling you, I walk in a positive mindset. I walk in a positive light. I don't let myself be drawn into darkness. I don't let myself to be drawn into the spirals. And even when when I feel a bit negative or down, I kick in and do some things that help me to bring myself out of it. So I don't give in to that. I try not to give in to the spiral or the possibility of that. And so I believe that the negative side is probably more an accurate side than the evil side. I think it's just because we give into our negative sometimes because it's an impulse that we have. So I would strongly suggest you not necessarily feeling worried about evil or whatever, or darkness. I think that, again, if you walk in the light and you walk in pure and positive energy and you're not doing harm, again, you're not trying to do harm to people, you're bringing positive light into the world, you are protected. I believe that spirit, your source, God, whoever you want to claim as your deity or whatever, they protect you, and your spirit guides are amazing, and your gatekeeper is amazing. They keep you and protect you. So they don't allow the harm to come to you, in my opinion, shouldn't even come to you. But I never feel as though it's coming at me. I have had two times. I had one where I got like a psychic attack, and that was somebody who was pissed at me, and they were sending negative energy, but they didn't even know. They were not they were not equipped to understand their psychic abilities to the extent that they did, and they were pissed and they were hitting me with some serious psychic stuff. And I just said, hey, gatekeepers, something's happening, do this. And they took care of this. I have these 8 guides who work with me, and they came around me and protected me. Angela found those same 8 guides, and she told me all about them. I knew they were there, but I didn't know what they were. But anyway, those guides are there to protect me during that time, and they did. And then the other time was somebody who actually said, we were in class, and she said, can I touch you? Because I need to touch you to do a reading. I don't usually let that happen, but on that day, I let my guard down, and she did. And for like 3 days, I was like, boom, I'm gone. She was an energy vampire. Again, she had no clue. She did not intend to. She didn't mean to be an energy. She doesn't mean to be an energy vampire. She didn't even understand she was. But with me, she zapped me good, and it brought the energy down. And there was one other person in our group who also had the same situation with her. And so she got lots of energy that night, and she was bouncing when she left. She was sad when she came, and she was bouncing when she left. And I was doing the opposite. So again, but those were not negative or malicious. They were just something that happens with people who are learning their abilities and maybe sometimes don't understand what they do when they have their abilities. And that's what happened to her. I actually called my mentor, and I'm like, Tina, is there such thing? I've heard about it, and I feel like, and she's like, yeah. And I told her, and she's like, yeah, somebody else have reported that same situation. And I'm like, Tina, people are not touching me again. I'm sorry, I can't do it. And I was like, so when we do class, often I'm like, no, thank you, sorry, no touchy, no touchy, no feely.
Well, that was what I was gonna say. Is I think it's also your introduction into metaphysical. Tina was such a positive introduction that I never felt any fear or harm because she said you control. And when listen, I'm all about power and control. When she said, "Oh, you control," I was like, "Oh, okay, I can tell it." And I always say the higher power that I believe in, there's no power on earth, there's no power that you can send to me that is higher or greater than the power that I serve. So my higher power is always going to protect me. And if they don't, why am I believing in a power that is going to allow other entities to attack me or to hurt me or harm me? Like the power that I believe in is higher than anything that they could possibly have. So I don't ever fear that someone is going to harm me. And if I have a chance, if I have a time when I believe, or that I'm a little bit fearful, I kind of be like, okay, what is this? I check with my guys, I check on my higher power. They let me know what it is or what it's not, and they are constantly reminding me that I am protected. Last night when we were in class and they did the two, you should also come to class, Miss Allison. You would love it. Tuesday nights, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Times. You would
Free,
love being in class with us.
free.
And it's free. It's free. Every Tuesday we're in class and we just practice. We help each other out. We help each other to figure out how to use our abilities to understand what information we're doing. But the people that read me last night, 2 separate people read me, and they both saw a man behind me. One thought it was Jesus, one thought it was an angel, and then they saw a whole group of people behind me One thought it was my ancestors, and one thought it was more angels that were behind me. And I said, "Oh, I know they're there. They're always there. They're always reminding me that they're protecting me." And they do it over and over and over again because I'm a person that needs to be reminded that they're there, you know. And so I always know that I'm protected because they remind me that I'm protected. So if you communicate with them and you get on that level with them, then they'll communicate with you. But Tuesday night class will definitely help you out with understanding your abilities or just understanding some of the things. Like last night, we stayed after class about 10 or 15 minutes and just had conversations and questions from other people who were in the group and letting them know things that we've experienced or answering whatever questions they have. It's a great group and you would love it. And it really does make you more comfortable in what you're seeing, feeling, and receiving from your higher power. So
Absolutely.
again, you could just email either me or Don. If Don puts if he takes this down, then you can see our email addresses. So if you email Don at Sonoran Mystic Tarot, every Tuesday he sends out the link. You click on the link and then you come to class. It's a private link, so it's not live. Nobody else can see it. It's only us in class, and we don't record anything. And it's just us sharing and getting using our abilities.
And the other
So
thing, the good thing about it though, is that when you are learning to and or wanting to expand, so learning your abilities or wanting to expand them, it is always best to put them to use. You can read about them, you can talk about them, you can do all these things that you, again, you can understand and read every piece of material on every gift that you have. You can sit there and you can meditate, you can connect the spirit, you can talk to spirit. But if you want to use your gifts, then you really do need an opportunity to practice them, to work with them, and to get around people who are using them and ask them questions as well. And do it in an environment where you do not feel judged, where you don't feel like you're unusual, because actually the unusual are anybody who isn't doing it in our group, because everybody in our group is doing it. And so we are the norm. And so when you come in, you are part of the norm. And so so the good part is when you come into our group, when you join the class and when you're taking part of the class, and again, you can pop in any Tuesday you want. You don't have to pop in every Tuesday, whatever you feel like. We have people who we see maybe every other week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. We have some who are regulars all the time because, again, they're so wanting to develop themselves. But the good part is we sit and we practice trying different exercises. You do not do the same exercises every week. We do different things and shift them up. So therefore, you're kind of tapping in and working with different ways in which your abilities are, because not everybody has the same ability inside the metaphysical, and not everybody expresses the same. We all are very different in that regard. And so some people are stronger with one type of exercise, some people are stronger with the other. But the good part is we allow everybody to experience and grow together. And again, as Angie said at the end of last night, we had a great conversation because people were asking questions, and it helped for them to talk to somebody, and we are that somebody, because and somebody they know that has been there and experienced it. So that's
well,
what I'm.
Christina, you need to come to our class. She said she just paid $200 to learn about her abilities, and she learned more from this live. Listen, y'all, either of these email addresses at the bottom, just say that you want to come to class. We'll put you on the list. You'll get the link and you can come to class. I'm telling you, love it. I try not to miss not a single Tuesday because I love it. It's my adult time. It's the time where I connect. It's the time where I just unload all my mental energy and just have a great time. We laugh, we have a good time, we encourage each other, we support each other, we talk about business, we talk about our our things that we're thinking about doing later. We act you can present in class if you have an idea or something or an exercise that you want to do. Like, we're so loving, and you don't feel strange because everybody is learning. Nobody is a master. We're all learning, and every class I learn a little bit more. You may learn how to interpret a card a different way, learn how to do something a different way, dream interpretation, love, mediumship, just so much stuff. It is such a great class, and it's free. Literally, it's free. We're just giving it away, and
And
we
it's
have such a
two
great
hours.
time.
It's two
Two
hours.
hours every
It
Tuesday
starts
night.
here at 6, which is Mountain Time, and runs to 8. So it's running about the same time as this show, actually. And so it runs for 2 hours. And we do breakout sessions inside. I send the Zoom link, and then we do breakout sessions inside. So we do it in smaller groups. We come back together as a big group. We shift back and forth. None of the groups are the static. This we change groups and we do groups, and usually again groups, smaller groups of twos, threes, and fours, so people can have more time to actually interact. And again, usually with each group, you have somebody, one person at least is more experienced than the others. And so if somebody gets caught up in the group where they're like, okay, I'm not quite sure, there's always somebody in the group that can walk them through the process. And we talk about what we're doing before we break out in the groups. And I ask questions clearly. Do you all understand what we're doing? Do you need help with this? If you need something, let me know. And then once we break out in groups, we support each other and lift each other up. So the wonderful thing is again, the shared experience that comes from the group between all of us. If you have a question, somebody's got an answer. And usually
Or
it
has
comes from their
experienced
experience.
it before.
Yeah. Yep. So
Allison,
again,
it's funny that you say that you're not even seeing your goals anymore and you feel like you have a different calling, because that's the way your guides are presenting. Like they're behind the cube and they're calling your name and you're looking like, what is it? They're calling you out of corporate and into the metaphysical. That's how they're doing it. Like they're crawling around the office and they're calling your name. They're whispering your name. That's how they're saying it. And you're looking and you're trying to figure out what it is. They're calling you out into it, but you're so concentrating on what you're doing at work, or you're trying to keep yourself concentrating on what you're doing at work. You're not understanding that they're calling you to your higher calling. And you'll find, and our mentor, she used to work for
the auto
in the
industry.
automobile industry, in the auto industry, and she left it and went straight to metaphysical, like totally completely. And that is my goal, to do this full time, in a way that I want to do it. And so you'll get there.
Yeah,
You'll get there.
she's never turned back. She's never wanted to turn back. She has supported her family doing this, and she
That
loves
is
doing this.
correct, Katie, 7 to 9 Central Time.
Yeah, 7 to 9 Central. That's exactly it. So 8 p.m. starts 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific, and it runs
Correct.
for 2 hours. And we have some people who, from time to time, have to leave early. If that's the case, do it. Some people have to come a little late. If that's the case, they do it. But the good part again is it costs you nothing. You don't have to come to every class, but once you have the link, you can use that link on any Tuesday, and you can come into the class. And the best part is you get an opportunity to be in a non-judgmental zone and just ask questions and experience and also give readings. And this is the other thing, one more thing, and I get off of this because it's been a little bit long, but Allison, the other thing is the other benefit by having an opportunity to practice your skills is you learn your psychic vocabulary. And I've said this many times, I'm sure a lot of you have heard this, but psychics are not born with the vocabulary that we're like, we again, when you start connecting psychically, you're like a child who is just learning a vocabulary. We don't know, kids don't know what the word for lollipop is until they hear it and they see it and like, this is lollipop. Oh, okay, this is lollipop. So when we take a psychic hit and we get a message and we get a visual, and say we're being told, say we're being shown a symbol or we're being told a word, and then I ask the person I'm reading for, how, this is what I believe that word is. How does that resonate with you? And they're like, oh no, that's not what it means for me. What I mean is this. And it's like, okay. And then so therefore in your head, you create your own dictionary and say, okay, that word in my mind is this, but in the last reading was this. And then you ask it in the next reading when it comes up and you say, okay, I'm getting this again. I see it two ways, this or this. Which way is it? And they're like, oh, it's this way. Then they've given you confirmation what that word now means to you, because that's how spirit is sending that message back to you. So you learn your vocabulary by practicing. So one of the best gifts a psychic can have is the word no. It doesn't resonate because, again, it may not resonate that way, but it helps you to eliminate what you think the words might be, because again, it's like a child. If you tell a child that lollipop is an ink pen and they say, I want a lollipop, and you give them this, they're like, no, I want the lollipop. I don't want that. That's not lollipop. But until you tell a child this is not lollipop, this is lollipop. And that's what we do when we're doing the class. We're learning
And you may even get, all of your senses are used, because for me to learn water, they gave me a salty taste in my mouth. So you may taste things, you may smell things, you may smell smoke, you may hear things. So all of your senses are used. I have several things to say. Jasmine, if you're still here on the career, I do have something for you. For the lady who asked, is she gonna move? Sarah Joanne McKellen. I heard June if you're ready. So they showed me June. They showed me the green grass. For me, that summer, that's cutting the grass. So June is what I heard for you to move to the countryside if you're ready. So mentally, are you ready? Are you packed? Are you loaded? Like they showed me, is all your things packed up and ready to go? So I got June for you. Jasmine, come back. And then that was the other thing I wanted to say to Miss Allison is that you also could use your taste, your touch, all those things come through. Like when they wanted to let me know that somebody passed from a heart attack, they made my heart palpitate. It scared me the first time because I didn't know what was going on. And I told my guys, hey, you need to let me know. I really thought I was having a heart attack. So they'll use all of your senses because they're trying to get this information through to you in a way that you can understand. So whatever ways, if you're a nurse, they may use medical terms. If you're a person who does hair, then they may use processes that have to do with hair. If you're whatever you are, they use your vocabulary and your experiences and your whatever knowledge you have to convey those messages, and you have to convert them for the person that you're talking to.
Yep. So again, that's part of the class. That's part of the experience of doing a class or a group of people is learning your psychic
Yeah.
vocabulary. That's important. Um, let's see who is next, Angie. Who are we drawn to? Again, Allison or anybody else. Don't forget, check out send an email message to one of us, and we will add you to the
Or all
list.
of you, because there's so many people that just said it, Don. So many people just said it. So
Mhm.
any of you that are interested, send an email to either one of us. And then you'll get the email back Tuesday, sometime before class, and you click the link and come to class. So anybody who's thinking about it, definitely go ahead. Again, we said it's free. It's every Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And you can join free um, if you send the email. All right. If Jasmine is here, I didn't see her. I don't see her anymore. But Jasmine, if you're still here, that'll be great. If not, then we can go down to the lady who was talking about moving in case you have something else for her. But that's what I got. She wanted to know when she was going to move. So I got her Sarah Joanne McKellen. So I got definitely June as the time she's going to move. She said she was decluttering so she wouldn't have so much stuff to move. But they did show me you packing all your stuff up and if you're ready to go. And then they're showing me money. Are you worried about having the money or saving up the money to be able to go? Because it feels like it may be a little bit extra effort, like you may have to do a little bit more sweat of your bra. Like it seems to be more energy your way, like spend less, make more, save more in order to be able to be prepared for what it is, because it may be a little bit more than you're thinking. I heard the word 2000, so I don't know if that's what it's going to cost you to move or what the 2000 is, but I hear 2000 as the number that has to relate to dollars or money regarding the move.
Yeah, I was picking up the money when you were talking about the move. I was definitely seeing the money question. Is there a money issue? Do you not have the money yet? Are you concerned that you won't have the money? I'm being told to make the move anyway. I'm being told to just make the move and
Wait, Dot. Are you reading Angelique or Sarah? I'm reading Sarah. Angelique asked one too, but I'm reading Sarah.
Sarah, the one you were talking to.
Okay, so because we have Angelique up, and I'm like, wait, am I supposed to be reading Angelique?
No,
Okay,
sorry.
Angelique, you're next.
Yeah, but no, I was the money. Yeah, the money was the thing for I was getting, and
Okay.
I was told don't worry about it. I mean, it'll when you need it, it will be there. But make the plans, set the plans in stone, get it done.
Yeah.
But yeah, yep,
Because
yep.
this is what I saw her with the money, like just putting it in their hand, whatever it is. So it feels like you'll have the money all in your hand to give out to for whatever you need, and you'll be fine. And then I see the kids jumping up and down. Is this a place? Is this a bigger place where they'll have their own rooms? Because I kind of see the kids being excited about the move and ready to move on to a better place. Like, have you been talking about it a lot? And they seem to be very excited about the move. I get a little girl and a little boy, or a girl and a boy. I don't know if they're little. They
Yeah, it's
seem
interesting because
little to me.
I'm seeing a small house. I'm seeing grass. I'm seeing like a little pond, which is interesting, which the kids are going to love. And you're going to be worried about because of the safety for the kids. But don't worry, the kids have enough sense. They're fine. But I do see that.
Yeah. So it'll be a good thing for them. They'll love it. And then I hear making friends, like they'll love their new school. So I do think they will change schools, but I think they'll love it anyway. Like I see them meeting their new teacher or going into class and just loving everything about it. Like I feel like everything is an upgrade to your life. This is something you've been praying about and you've been trying to orchestrate on your own, but now your higher power is stepping in to help you out and things will work out in your favor. But you have to be mentally prepared, stay focused on it. And again, they're saying stop telling so many people about it. Nobody needs to know about this because they'll derail you and they'll have you going in different routes. Stay focused on where you're supposed to go. Concentrate on where you're supposed to go. Don't let anybody borrow any money because I feel like you're a person that gives out money and they're telling me no. Don't let anybody borrow any money. Your focus needs to be straight on getting to where you need to be. And that's why they said if you're ready, as long as you stay focused, as long as you keep your eye on the prize, you'll be ready to go. All right.
And don't be afraid to leave things. Don't take everything with you. You don't need everything you have. So there you go.
All right. There you
Let's
go.
go ahead and do
I love
Angelique because
it.
for some reason I popped her up there, so it must have
Okay.
meant for a reason.
Okay. I feel like you're living with family because it seems like a lot of people in the house, and then you feel like there's a lot of like it's too close quarters. Like you're you don't have enough room to stretch out, is how they're showing me. Like you feel squished in. I heard a couple more months, like it won't be as soon as you want to, like you're ready to go, and maybe you're thinking that you'll be able to use your income tax money to move or something like that. Is how they're showing it to me, but I feel like it's going to be a little bit longer than you think, more closer to the fall, like the August, because they're showing me like the school calendar, so maybe more close to August time frame. But they're saying don't be discouraged because I felt like your energy level dropped when I said August. So they're saying don't be discouraged. It's all in divine timing, and things will work out better for you if you wait just a little while longer. Is how I got it.
And there's conflict in the home? Because I'm picking up there's some conflict in the home. Is it with your father? Are you living with your father and mother? Because I'm feeling like there is a situation, a mother-father situation, and again, you're in conflict with them. If it's not, then it's a person who is a very father type figure, or they see themselves as a father figure for you in the sense that they're going to be dictating to you or something. But yeah, the house is not this is not a very welcoming environment. My mother and older brother, and your older brother is the pain in the whatever. I'm getting he's the one who thinks he's like father, because again he's more of the drama than she is what I'm getting. Yeah, yeah, this is not a very healthy. This is definitely not a healthy environment. It's an environment that is you definitely need to find your way out of that environment, because I don't think it's not even conducive to you finding your path. I mean, I just think that you don't even like to go home. I mean, you don't even like to go home. That's the sad part. It's like that's
It's
kind
so
of what
much
I'm.
conflict, and she feels so squished in. Like, I
Yes.
don't have any room to breathe. Like everything she does, it gets on somebody's nerve. Did you use the dishes? Did you do this? Did you eat the food? Like everything is questions. Everything is in conflict. Like she's so tired of it, and mentally, it's so overwhelming.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's time for it's time. It's time. You need to move on. You need to move on. That's my thinking.
Oh, exactly. I was just gonna say you can work a little bit more, but you're already working as much as you can to
Yep.
stay away from it. But believe me, even though it seems like it's gonna be forever, they're saying the divine timing will work out for you if you could just endure it a little bit longer, stay focused on whatever, put your headphones on, stay out as much as you can. When you do move, it'll be so relaxing. And I feel like you're gonna move further away from them because you just don't want to be
Yeah.
that close to them and you don't want them popping up on you either. So I feel like you're trying to get a little bit further away from your
Yeah.
family,
Are
be
you
more.
are you already talking to a friend? Are you already talking to a friend about maybe moving in with them? Again, not the platonic kind, another like a girlfriend, but not a girlfriend, a girl who is a friend. In other words, a platonic roommate. Because I'm getting this feeling like they're either you're connected to them already or you will be soon. But I feel like there's already the connection made in reference to that. And so don't be surprised if you move in with somebody else as a roommate, and it makes a transition easier because again you won't be you can move into already the place that's already leased, the place that's already electrified, a place that already has utilities and things like that. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. So I'm getting the energy that if you haven't made that connection yet, you will be making that connection soon. Okay. And don't be surprised if it happens soon enough. It will be happening before spring.
Mhm.
Or in spring, whatever, not before spring, in spring. So there you go.
Well, that is great. All right.
Alrighty then.
I don't like either of those other questions, Don. So you, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole, either of them.
I am drawn to this one. Do you have any insight on my health for the future? if you're feeling ominous, if you're feeling like in your insight that this is like a an ominous question because you think that some no, you're not going, you're not checking out yet. I'll put it that way. You're not you're not cashing out. You're not going to the big house in the sky. Those kind of things yet. That's not happening
We're
yet.
stuck with the rest of us earthlings.
You're stuck. Yes, yes. I do feel there are a few little health issues popping that will be popping up, but nothing that's going to be taking you out of your existence that I can feel, at least not from health. You know, and when I say that, I'm not saying that I see anything else either. But what I'm saying is your health is definitely not the thing that is most you know, predominant for you. And I don't really don't think your health is the thing that is your overarching issue right
I
now.
get an anxiousness, Don. Like I got the Six of Swords, but I feel like it's her being overly anxious about something, and it's causing her own anxiety. Like, are you having panic attacks? But I feel like you're causing them yourself because you're a little bit too anxious about something. Something is making you overly hyper. So there's something that is ticking up with your anxiety, but it seems to be an internal thing that you're over analyzing, or that you're the perspective that you're looking at it is making you very anxious about it. That's the word that they're giving me. And so they're trying to move you to a more calmer environment, like from the chaos to the calm. And you just need to kind of settle down about it a little bit, is how I get it. Like I don't feel like you're um like there's a true debilitating thing that's happening to you. It's kind of you over analyzing something mentally.
I also think that she takes in a lot of other people's. She just carries a load, a heavy load from family, and she carries a heavy load from things that she can't let go. And so I would suggest to you to maybe find a way to minimize the family impact and also to let go of some things that you just don't need to hold on to. There is just too many things in this world that we can get bogged down with that you don't need those in your life. You don't need those in your spirit, in your mind, in your heart. So I would let go of something. I would be decluttering my mind and my soul, and then of course at the same time I would definitely be looking at making sure that the family is not overtaxing you, because I do believe the family, in this case, your family draws a little too much from you. So that's what I'm picking up. That's for you, Deborah Groves. So, all
All right.
righty.
So I hope that helps you out, Miss Deborah.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right.
All
Who else has a question? A good
right.
question. We're ready. I heard something about winning the lottery. I really hope that's for me, because I heard you're gonna win the lottery. So whoever that's for, that is for you. If you were wondering, that is for you. You are going to win the lottery.
Well, you know, it's interesting. Today I was driving down the road and I wanted to get into the next lane over. And so I prepared myself to do it. And I turned the light signal on. And my car, when you turn a light signal on, you get this little thing and it shows you, you know,
In
who's
the
there.
mirror to let you know if somebody's next to you. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And yeah, and so even though my car and every indication told me that that I was okay, when I did this way to check and I didn't see anybody, I felt the side of my face get ripped. And I'm like, okay. And I'm looking, I'm thinking everything tells me clear, but that was a signal from spirit, the way I saw it, to say, no, no, no. So I didn't. The next thing I know, I saw this car pulling beyond. And so somehow that car was truly in the blind spot. Even for the electronics in my car, it did not see that car. And if I had gone over,
You would have hit them.
so I was
Wow.
listening clearly to spirit. When I felt that, like my face being ripped off on the side, I'm like, okay,
And I
you're
love that, Don. That just shows the more you are in tune with your higher power, it just comes second nature. They're always there. They're always helping you. That was a split-second decision that where they protected you, and it's just being that in tune with your higher power. I love being that in tune with my higher power. Allison, also, I'm gonna need you to put them numbers in the chat, because she said she heard some numbers outside and she wouldn't have wrote them down. I'm gonna need you to put them numbers in the chat so I can go ahead and play them in the lottery tomorrow. I don't care. So go ahead and put the numbers in the chat, Allison.
And while you're doing that, folks, don't forget to show us some love. We do this for free, so all we ask for you is a like, share, subscribe, follow, or comment. Here you go. I still don't know what it is about that guy, but I just love that
I love it too because it's like, it's like he's pointing to our name. Like, do you see it? Do you see the subscribe? I
Yeah.
love all that. I love
Yeah,
it.
there's something about that with him. The drinking, whatever. It's like, hello, I'm busy, but I still have time to, I love it.
Look, y'all, we collectively gonna go ahead and play some lottery numbers. Look, I heard it was a 26. That's my birthday. Arkisha's birthday was the 22nd, so that's 2 numbers. Then we gonna go ahead and throw a 7 in there. That's 3 numbers. And then we just need 3 more numbers. So come on, y'all. Come on with some 3 more numbers. We got 7, 22, 26. We need 3 more numbers. We go ahead and play the Mega Million, the Powerball. Then we gonna collectively win this pot. And it's gonna be our Psychic Squad millionaire pot.
Exactly.
Thank you for subscribing. Last name Verma. Can you tell us how to pronounce your name? And I hope you subscribe to both me and Don.
Is it Ken Chan?
Miss Bonnie said 19. So we got 19, 22, 26, and 7. Come on, y'all. We need 2 more numbers. We in there. All right. Who are we gonna read? Don. And last name Verma. Is it Verma? Do you want a reading?
Kenshin Verna, Verma. Let us know if you want a reading, and if so,
okay, I like it.
Kenshin. Okay, is it a specific reading or general reading?
All right, 13. Oh, we got them, y'all. We got. Wait, let me.
So we're one short.
Let me write them down.
I guess there's like the last one, like the Powerball or something. Put 63 in that
Powerball.
one.
What is? What'd you say, Don?
63.
63.
63.
Okay, let me get all the numbers. So we got 19,
7, 13, 19, 22, 26, and 63. And Ken Chan, if you have a chance, pop over to my side as well on YouTube and subscribe on my channel as well. I would truly appreciate it while you're subscribing. So again, 7, 13, 19, 22, 26, and 63.
63. And somebody also mentioned a 14. So if you want to throw that in there somewhere, you want to change up one of the numbers, you can put a 14 in there too. Got it.
I didn't see the 14. Where did the 14 come from? Who gave it?
Kelly Dick said the date. Oh, the date 14 for Valentine's Day. Hey, Affirm. Oh, somebody said where they live, it goes to 47. So we'll put that in there too, 47. So instead of 63, maybe we'll do 47. I like it. I like all of it. All right, guys, we're in there. We got the 13, Valerie. Listen, y'all better go and play these because I'm be at tomorrow in there. Powerball and Mega Million. Okay, so she said she did both. Listen, y'all, we're trying to get down to 1,000. So that's why we're really pressing you in to subscribe. So we're trying to get down to 1,000. He's at like 977, 978. Cause Ken Chan just is it Khan or Keen? Khan Chan? Just subscribe. So come on, guys, get him to 1,000 really quick. Okay.
Absolutely.
Go
Yes.
ahead, Christina. It's only $2. Just $2 to play the lottery, and you could win millions. And I think the jackpots are really large right now.
Yeah, they're like 300 and some million, right?
Exactly. Oh my God, did you say 300?
Some crazy million.
I could get that down. I think I could live off 300 million.
I think I could too. Yeah,
even
government.
after taxes, I could still go ahead and live off.
I was gonna say, even with the government taking this share, let them have it. As long as they give me my portion, I'm good.
Leslie said you're at 978, Don. So Ken Chan did just subscribe.
Thank you, Leslie. I appreciate that.
Oh, the numbers are for the lottery, Katie Newark. I heard while we were just having conversation, I heard you're going to win the lottery, and I said I didn't know who that was for. So everybody said they were going to claim it. So then we said, okay, we're going to come up with some numbers. So we came up with this set of numbers for the lottery. We're going to play them and we're going to win. Somebody somewhere is going to win some money. And then you come back and tell us. And, I don't mind getting that cut too. You can go ahead and throw me some dollars in there. I'm a
Exactly.
size $500.
Exactly. Affirm. Hopefully, your brother is well again and all is good there. Um, Affirm's brother is in the military and he's overseas fighting for us. So, send love and prayers for him and for her.
Oh, yes. Oh my
Yes.
gosh, yes.
Yes. And
Yellow hearts for Affirm's brother.
absolutely. Yep.
And
And we love
LMT,
Affirm.
yes, she said she's going to play her lottery tomorrow. She put a note in her phone. I'm on it.
Exactly. Exactly.
LMT, when your bill go off, send me that bill too. Be like, don't forget Angie. Infinite abundance. That's right. Polly our angels.
Yes.
Yes, Miss Bonnie. Infinite abundance. We
Yeah.
believe in
One of the
all.
draws is tonight, actually.
It is. Yep.
I'm not sure which one it is. I know one of them is like last I saw one was at one something and 100 million, and one was at three, or one was 200 million, one was 300 million. I don't know. I've kind of lost the track. So
Yes, Miss Linda. The troops are always in my. That is. You know what? That is
ours
a
as
great
well.
attitude to have. They're always in my prayers.
Absolutely. I got to do a little video for that. We should put that little video in for that.
Yeah.
Just for remembering the folks. It's interesting. We all appreciate and love the fact of the freedoms that we have, but we forget where they come from.
She
She
said
heard from
she
them
heard from
last
him
night.
last talk. Good. Did you know
Fantastic.
we didn't know this, but in September we wear the sickle cell awareness, the red for sickle cell awareness. But my sister, because when my niece was deployed, she said they also wear red for deployed soldiers. Like when your family members are away, they also wear red for that too. And I didn't know
I
that
thought it
either.
was yellow. See, I didn't
I
know that.
I don't know.
Because the tie a yellow ribbon thing, where
I
they
thought that's why I said
come
yellow
home.
hearts too, but she said
Yeah.
something about red shirts, so I don't know. I'll have to get
Oh.
more details on that. Oh, she said the Mega Million is $457 million.
Is tonight Mega or is tonight Powerball?
I think
Holy
tonight
crap.
is Mega. Oh my gosh,
Then I'm gonna get off
450.
here and go to the store and get my damn tickets. See y'all. Bye bye. It was nice. I'll call you from my chalet once I win the lottery. Oh my goodness, Walla Walla, Washington. I love Walla Walla. That's such a
I
great
love
little.
every time she says it.
Oh, that's right. This is the same. You remember? I'm terrible with names, folks. So I apologize, as Angie knows. But Walla Walla, I love that town. It is such a great little town. The downtown is so cool. We stayed at a bed and breakfast there that was amazing. We had some
Okay.
some eggs there that were I mean, it was just wonderful, wonderful. And they have a wine tasting room in the town. It's a small town. They have a wine tasting room. How can't you love that, right? Valerie says the lottery only goes to 5 million. Valerie, then you're not in the U.S.
Where
because
she's at, she's not in the US. Where she's
oh,
at, it
okay,
doesn't.
I did not know
And then Miss Bonnie said that tonight is the Powerball, and the Powerball is 285 million. Whoa, I could live off of either one of
that. I'll
those.
take that as well.
Or even just a portion of it. Just give me that $1 million prize. I'll even take that too. Universe, you can give me whatever. Just give me no, not just whatever. I want
I was
some
gonna say
serious.
no. No, I'm not taking whatever. I want.
Give
I
me a
want
whole
money.
bunch, a whole bunch. I want. Yeah.
Exactly. I want. Show me the
Somebody said wine
money.
tasting. I'm always sold on a wine tasting.
Hmm. And their
Yeah.
winery is pretty good there. It's not too. Apparently, it's a Washington State winery. Yeah, and I know. Yeah, it's a cool little town. We were looking because my spouse was looking at being one of the cancer doctors there. And so we were
Oh
looking
wow.
we were looking there as a potential move to Walla Walla, but unfortunately it wasn't as lucrative, so we didn't make that move.
Um, Can Chan or Kachan.
Mhm.
I immediately got the Eight of Wands for you, so I feel like there's information that is going to be coming towards you, and there's going to be a lot of fast movement when this information comes to you. I feel like I also got so that's the Eight of Wands, so that's all that movement, that's all of that energy coming into you. That's messages, that's energy, that's passion, that's a lot of movement. So I like the movement, and you can't see it, but this person is on a little motorcycle right here, so that's forward movement for me. It came out immediately when I said your name. So there is going to be movement in your situation. I feel like you've been in the hangman energy for a long time, and you're like, okay, but when can I move? When can I move? When is this going to move? When am I going to get out of this situation? And you were being held. Like I said, hangman specifically, because to me, the hangman feels like that's the divine holding you by that vine in that tree and not letting you move, and you needed the rest. Sometimes I get this as fears and anxiety, but I got the Four of Swords as you needing rest. See how she's laying there? She needs that rest. This is you needing that rest. And this is that time where you've been able to rest and recuperate, get into your Empress energy, know that you are powerful. Again, this is also procreate, not procreation, but fertility. So I don't know if you're in that age range, but also it's just about knowing that you know the power of your and being feminine and knowing the power that you possess and all the things that are um um powerful in you, like knowing that inner power, that inner beauty. I always like again, the Empress is stability to me, just like the Emperor. And so it's that power. To me, she's higher than the Queen because she's kind of transcended that Queen energy. She's a little bit higher to me than the Queen energy. So I feel like you needed this time to rest, and your situation is going to move forward in a positive way, and it's going to move quickly. Like, you've gotten your rest, you've gotten your time to feel who you are and understand who you are, and kind of get your footing and know what direction you want to go. I feel like you needed a confidence booster too when you finally got that. And so now things are going to move ahead for you, and it's going to be moved really fast. Like, I literally see that motorcycle taking off and your head popping back and your hair blowing in the wind, and you're about to move. So be ready. I hear something about your career and finances on the uptick, like your retirement savings. You're trying to build your wealth, and I do see that going up. And this is all going to move quickly, but you also have to be listening and in tune with your higher power to know when they tell you to invest, because I think you're looking into investments and you're going to get the information you need, but you're going to have to be ready to move forward. But also, don't move too fast forward, because they're showing me the Knight of Swords. They want you to make sure that you don't move too fast, and to kind of make sure you do your research on the investment, but be ready to move forward and don't hem and haw about it too long. So that's what I got for you.
Are you? I'm getting energy around the husband. Are you married? Because I'm getting an energy husband. If not, your boyfriend. And do you live together? And are you guys kind of not seeing eye to eye right now? Because I'm getting a lot of energy around your relationship and his support. You guys just don't really. I'm picking up with not supporting each other or not giving a lot of each other. And I think it's more him not supporting you than you not supporting him. And I'm talking money. I'm not talking that support. I'm talking emotional support. I'm talking the support that where you need to feel somebody there for you. I don't think that person is giving you that full support, and that's part of this kind of dark space that you're in right now. Um, you're super single, not getting any guy. I don't know what's the problem. Okay, yeah, because I feel you're not supported. But I was thinking it was a person specifically. Is there? Okay, but were you depending on? But okay, but before, yeah, because I know there's somebody specifically. Was there somebody who was in the picture, or somebody who was like a family member, or somebody? It's a male who, for some reason, is not supporting you and not helping you, and you're frustrated, but you feel for some reason that they should be. Again, is it a brother then, or is it a brother-in-law? There's some kind of person who's not who let you down, and they told you they were going to support you, they're going to be there for you, and they aren't. Um, and I'm who is this male? Who is this male? Again, it's like a father. It's like a relation. It's again, it's not. It's somebody who's like a peer. So they're not like older than you. It's not like an older father figure, that kind of thing. This is more of somebody around your same age. So if it's not like a husband or whatever, is it a brother? Again, somebody you were very close to, a friend, a platonic friendship with a male? Because I'm getting, again, some male has let you down, and they've not been there for you, and it really has taken you to help to kind of put you in a dark spirally space, and you need to break that. You need to get out of that space. I don't care if you're chronically ill or any other kind of illness. Your mental health is equally important as your physical health, because again, if you allow yourself, remember, this is part of the affirmation book that I wrote, and this is important, is that there's a placebo effect that happens in our minds when we feel we are healthy and we feel like we can overcome something. Then we often can partially overcome, even if we can't completely overcome because of the physical limitations. Again, if you believe and if you're supported and if you're loved and you're lifted, there are studies after studies after studies that show that it's called the placebo effect. You are lifting yourself up because, again, you believe you're healthier, or you believe you can get better, therefore you can, to a degree, get better. And when you're not getting the support that you're expecting, and you let yourself go in a dark place, then your body, because again, the neuroplasticity, your mind starts shooting the serotonin, and they shoot this other stuff instead of the positive neurons that are shooting the good stuff. You wind up letting your body, you send the negative things into the body, and therefore the body gets more stress, more anxiety, it gets depression, it gets diarrhea, sometimes it gets all these different effects that we don't like to talk about. And they are physical manifestations of our psychological being, which is not even connected to the issue we're having, because, again, we give into our mind. So what I'm asking you to do is I need you to kind of try to find a way out of the darkness. I need you to do affirmations. First and foremost, I need you to start doing affirmations. I'm not saying they're going to heal you, they're going to fix everything. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is you have to take control of your psychological health, because it's not in a good place. And with your physical health being problematic, the last thing you need to do is having a psychological health problem. So I would say start doing an affirmation. I believe in infinite abundance. My wants and needs are always met. As I talked it, I'm looking for it here so I can post it for you. Is this the one? No, that's not the one. Here it is. I believe in infinite abundance. I am forever thankful that my wants and needs are always met. This is the first start right here. Again, it's the neuroplasticity, using the neuroplasticity in our brain to retrain ourselves to think positively, to retrain ourselves to think, to send. So when the positive neurons turn on, it sends out the right thing. So therefore, we're getting more energy, more positive responses back. And more importantly, when we turn these on and we start doing this, when we receive something, we also receive it more positively. So not only are we letting our minds now think more positively, but we receive things in a more positive way. And again, it's sometimes I can give you one piece of information, and if you are negative, you could take it one way, in a very negative way. Or if I give it to you and you're a positive person, you can take it in a positive way. It's the same information. It's how we receive it, then how we process it, therefore how we then deal with it. So I'm stressing to you very strongly, that you start taking control of your psychological health, because your psychological health, and you need to let that hurt go, let that person go, let go of all that energy, because they are no longer the problem. The problem is now you making sure that you are taking care of your psychological health. So start with that affirmation. Also, sit in a quiet space. Spend some time with yourself, not in a funk, but in a very neutral way, and think of how I can change my life now, and then create an affirmation that gives you a present tense. In other words, if you, like, you say, I am thankful that I'm walking through this wonderful green grass, and I can smell the roses as I see them, and that the sunlight is on my face. Therefore, again, that affirmation, you're putting yourself in a present moment where you're able to walk, where you're able to smell, where you're able to feel, you're able to see. Again, it's using that information, making sure the affirmation is a positive place where you are in it. Therefore, you're telling yourself, that's where I will be. Again, you're not telling yourself, I am looking forward to that, or I want that to happen. You're saying, I am there. So place yourself in the moment, place yourself in a very positive environment, write that down, so where you express that completely, and then say that, repeat it over and over again on every day. I would say it 2 or 3 times at the same time you're doing your affirmations. I would make sure that I spend the time to give the ritual the respect it deserves. Say it when you mean it. When you mean it, when you say it. If you do not mean it, don't say it, because otherwise you're wasting your time. And ultimately, don't be surprised if you see things shift and you see yourself shifting. And when you start sending positive energy to the body, the neurons start shooting more positively, and therefore, boom, you help yourself a lot. I'm not saying it's going to resolve everything, That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I'm telling you to use the energy around you to change what's happening around you and change it for a more positive outcome. Sorry, that was long, but that's what she
Oh
needed to hear.
no, and Don, that goes right into this person at the top, Valerie 2023. I feel like that totally describes her because she keeps asking, "Do you guys see my life partner coming?" And I feel like your energy is so low, and you're in such a wanting state, desperate state, like you're so wanting somebody so bad that you're not attracting anybody of the level of love that you need. Like you're in such a desperate state that you're not attracting anybody because your energy is so low when it comes to love, that you're not in a positive mindset regarding love, and that's why you're not attracting anybody. I don't see anybody coming to you anytime soon because again, you probably could have, I hope you were listening to everything Don was saying to the last person that we were reading, because I feel like it applies. You're very, 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 um, very down on, am I going to find somebody? You're, and the word that they keep saying to me over and over again is in that desperation. Like they're showing me the devil card. You're in that pessimistic energy, but you're also in that addictive feeling. I want somebody. I need somebody. I gotta have somebody. Why doesn't anybody love me? And they're saying you're in such a negative headspace that even if they gave you the love of your life, you wouldn't be ready for them. You would still question why they want to be with you. Are they going to be with you? Are they cheating on you? Are they going to do? And you're saying that you're healing yourself, but you're still in a place where you question, do you even deserve the love yet? So even if they gave it to you, would you be ready for it? Are you somebody who's dateable? That is one thing I ask people all the time when they ask me, like, are you, if you met you, would you date you? Are you somebody that wants to date you? Like if you were dating somebody and they said, "Oh, I get off of work at 7, I'll call you when I get off of work," and they didn't call you until 8:30, between 7 and 8:30, are you thinking, oh, he's seeing somebody else, or what is he doing? Why isn't he going to call me back? He's not going to call me back. I knew he was a liar. I knew this. Are you going to all that negative headspace? And although you're saying that you're healing, are you healing yourself? Like, are you healing those wounds? Because they show me all little burn holes in your body, and these are wounds that you have that have not healed. They're just pussing and oozing, and needing to be healed and kind of taken care of. And so, though you say that you're ready to be loved and that you're working on yourself, you're just not quite there yet. And so I don't see a love partner for you on the horizon in the next 6 to 8 months. That's just what I'm seeing. But Don, I don't know if you're seeing something else for her.
No, I
And
just
I'm
feel
looking for
I
somebody.
think she needs work on herself. And until she gets the work done on herself, I don't see that she's going to move forward. And you don't want to move forward. And I'm not saying you don't want to, you do want to. But what I'm saying is it is in your best interest not to move forward when you have healing to do and things to resolve on your own. Because if you enter a broken relationship with somebody who is looking for a broken partner, they're going to want you to stay broken. They're not going to want you fixed. And if you do fix yourself, which you
That's
should,
what you're attracted to. Yep.
exactly, yep. And so when you fix yourself, you're no longer the person they want, or they're no longer the person you want. And now you've kind of put yourself in a quandary as well. And now you have, and that could spiral you out of control as well. And that's not what you want to do. And in reference to who I was just reading, I wanted to show you this. That when I was talking about this, I'm not just talking shit. This is this is the exact chapter. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is chapter 13, affirmations with a healing response, body's healing response. Investigating the potential of affirmations to influence the healing response positively. Positivity.
Don,
So
I can attest to that so well. Everything you're saying, because some mornings I wake up, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to work, and I immediately be like, nope. First thing I say, I believe in infinite abundance. All my wants and needs are met. I be like, today is going to be a great day. All the information I need, I'm going to receive at work. All the people that I encounter today are going to be cooperative and helpful, and it instantly puts me in a better mood. Just mentally, my vibration raises. I feel happier. I get up. I have my coffee. I log into work, and everything seems to go differently because I commanded it. I believed it. I attracted all that positive energy. So everything you're saying makes so much sense, Don.
and this is, remember the placebo effect that I spoke of? There you go. It's actually in the book. And again, this is that effect and that role. The reason why you see some highlighted colors is because I was editing certain words and looking for certain things to make sure that, just that's for editing purposes. But I just wanted you all to see that when I was talking, I'm not talking. I'm talking from a lot of research and a lot of work. So when I talk about the book,
I'm telling you from
y'all saw.
living proof, listening to Don and these affirmations. Like literally, I will tell you, I used to be like, oh, okay, affirmations work for everybody else. And literally I heard Don and Shauna talking about it one day, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. And I believe and I've been full speed ahead ever since. And we always be like, Don, you should write a book. Don, you should write a book. And now Don is writing a book about it. And when I say the power of your words, it life and death is in the power of the tongue. You can speak everything into existence. Like they say, everything you see, this started in somebody's mind. Or everything you see, hear, touch, taste, all started in somebody's mind, and they made it a reality for us to be able to experience in our 3D. So believe everything that Don is saying, and I am living proof of it, because every single morning you can't catch me not saying an affirmation. When I'm having a down day, I recite that affirmation over and over and over like a mantra sometimes. I went on my walk today and I was saying my affirmations. I was listening to my music, and by the time I got back from my 3 mile walk, that sunshine, all of that positivity just soaking in and just putting myself in a different environment and believing different, seeing it from a different perspective. I was back up, I was in a good mood, and I was ready to finish the rest of my day. So mentally, it starts here first. Before you can see it here, you have to, it has to start here. And mentally, you have to change that thought process. And just like it took you a while to get to this negative headspace, maybe a couple lovers over and over and over again doing you wrong or treating you bad, or going through all these situations. It took you a while to get to this negative headspace. It may take you a while to get out of this negative headspace and to reprogram your mind, because that's what I was telling Don. Your book helps people to reprogram their thought process and to see things from a different perspective. Sometimes you have to see it from a different perspective to be like, you know what, that makes sense. And then it changes, like all the neurons and things that Don was talking about, different. It fires different in your head, and you see it different, you believe it different, and you encourage yourself differently.
Yeah, it is. It is an amazing thing, and Angie knows that it happened in my life, and that's why I wrote the book, because I needed significant change. I needed something beyond anything, because I truly I could not believe that a resolution to my situation was doable. I truly felt that there was no positive resolution. There was no resolution, and and nobody around the situation could see it either. And it was just a big, deep, dark abyss. And by finding every other thing that failed me, nothing worked. Nothing moved the ball down the field. And finally, I learned to surrender. The first lesson was surrender. Realize that this is beyond me. I needed something more, because I was an attorney, folks. I am an attorney. Not was. I am an attorney. And I can't help to think that I can resolve things. I will find a legal way to make something happen. I can make something happen. And damn, talk about making the hardest thing you have to do as an attorney, or in metaphysical, being my attorney mind and my engineering mind, was get your ego out of the way and say, you can't do this. You need help. And that is hard for me. That is so hard for me to surrender and say, I can't, what? I can't, well, I can't, what? I can do everything. I can do anything. And so by surrendering and releasing that and giving that away, I was able to let spirit guide me and brought me to affirmations and made me believe that, you know what? Nothing else worked. So let me believe in this. And damn, how quickly they worked in my life. And that is chapter 2 of my book, actually, is that experience. And it's more detailed than what I'm giving now. But man, I'm telling you, because the thing is, I tell you about 2x4s. Spirit didn't hit me with a 2x4. They hit me with a house. They threw a whole freaking house at me and said, damn it, you need to wake up. And I'm like, okay, I get it now. Why did you have to do this to me? 4.5 long years of litigation from hell. And so believe me, I'm telling you, the result of the book.
And
The
I
book is
remember I met Don in the middle of it, like when he had already been in it for a couple years. And you know, you reading after reading after reading, there was no movement, there was no movement, there was no movement. And all of a sudden it was like boom. And then it took off. And it's literally seeing it from a different perspective. Like my higher power had to hit me over the head with that over and over and over and over again. You have to see it from a different perspective, not from looking down. Like usually we're down looking up, like I like they're piling all this stuff on me and I just don't understand how to get this load off of me. But if you see it from another perspective, like you see it looking down, you're like, oh, this situation isn't going to overpower me. I have people who will help me. And that's my higher power. That's my spirit team that'll help me. And once you get connected, like Don said, he was driving today. His car didn't alert him of another car beside him, but his spirit team alerted him and he knew not to get over. That's how in tune you get once you start to focus on your higher power and not the situation and not what you're going through and not everything of the world. Focus on your higher power. They'll lead you and navigate you wherever you want to go. Sometimes you'll still have ups and downs. It won't always be 100%, positive all the time. You'll still have ups and downs, but you're learning and you're growing. So every time you have that doubt, it's an opportunity to learn something new and you move, progress, and you progress and you progress. And so just continue to believe, seek your higher power and use them affirmations.
And you know what was crazy during that time, and this is something I didn't mention in the book because it clicked in my head, is that I had a number of readings, and everybody who read me said it's going to be fine, it's going to work itself out. You're gonna, and I'm thinking, at first I was like, oh yeah, this is, and then as it got longer and longer, I'm like, okay, I'm tired of hearing that answer. Even though I should be thrilled I'm hearing the answer, I'm like, because it just doesn't seem to be happening. They're like, be patient, it's gonna be fine. You'll be fine. You're gonna come out of this and you're whatever. And I'm thinking, damn. I was hoping. It's weird, but I was hoping somebody would finally say, look, it's not gonna be good. You're gonna have a problem. It's what, and but nobody saw it. Nobody saw that it could
We
be
saw it,
otherwise.
but you didn't believe it yet. You had once you
Yeah,
believed it,
exactly. Everybody would
everything you
tell
said
me it was
started
going.
to move
Yep.
forward. Yep.
And I just looked at him thinking, okay, you told me again. Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah,
So
walk in my shoes. And the funny part is, I everybody advised that, and so and I chose again in my mindset. Oh no, the hole's too deep. Like Angie said, too deep. I can't see the because it's so dark to get to that little teeny spot that is the top of that hole. I
mhm.
can't get there, and I didn't because I didn't believe until I surrendered. Until I finally said, I'm done. I don't have any more in me. My tank is empty, and I'm glad. I wish I had surrendered sooner because maybe then it would have resolved sooner. But no, I had to fight. I had to fight. And so sometimes, again, surrendering to spirit, surrendering and giving yourself over and saying, you know what? I'm leaving it to you. Sometimes
I
that's
have
all.
to tell this funny story about class last night. So we did this exercise last night where Don gives us a number, and you don't know who the number is for. So you just read the energy on the number. So Don gave me a number last night. And so I read it, and my guys were like, "Oh, it's a lady. She's in a nine of swords energy. She's all caught up in her thoughts. It's keeping up her at night. She's really anxious about it. Her tears and all this." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for her." Don revealed who the number was for. It was my number. It was me. I read myself, and then but somebody else read it too, and then he was like, "This is for you," and I was like, dang, that's the same thing I got for this person too. And I was like, wait, I just read myself. So everything that I read about that person was for me, and it was true, and it was my guides reminded me, like, you still have, still telling me, you still, like, you're seeing it from a different perspective. We've told you repeatedly that everything's going to be okay. Divine timing, divine timing. My annoying best friend, divine timing. It's going to happen. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. But I was so stuck in my head about the way things are happening and the way things I want to be and the timeline that I wanted to be in. They were telling me, no, divine timing, wait on it, listen to it. You're connected. We're protecting you. You're helping you. And it was just me. And now I had to, reading myself and not knowing it was me gave me a different perspective on it. And I just kind of let it go and was like, you know what? It'll move forward the way that it needs forward. And then I went to take my son to do his school stuff today and got great news about that. And so everything just changed because I changed my perspective on it. I wasn't so anxious about how things are going to turn out, and I could see the steps of it turning out the way that I wanted to. And so,
And the
again,
interesting thing is, I didn't plan to give Angie that number, and I thought for sure I had typed a different number. So when she's like, "Hey, that's me," I'm thinking, "What?" And I look back, and sure enough, the number that I given her was her number. And so it was like Spirit needed her to hear that, because again, that was not the intentional number that I was set to give her. And when I found out, I'm like, "Oh no, here's the number that you should have." But it was crazy that again, I think Spirit needed her to know at that moment what she was getting, and therefore a confirmation to what
I
she'd already
laughed so hard because I was like, "God, oh my God, that was for me." And I read myself and didn't even know I was reading. That is ridiculous. um, is it Kanchan or Kachan? She says she keeps seeing 911. 911 for me is an emergency because 911 is our emergency system here. So numbers mean different things to different people, but 911, if I see 911 over and over again, that's an emergency. That's my guide saying, "Hey, this is serious. I need you to pay attention. I need you to perk up. I need you to understand that this situation is dire. You need some help. You need somebody, you need to call in your higher power, or you need to know that your higher power is trying to get your attention." So each number means something else, means something to somebody else. If I see 226, that's my birthday. So that has to do with something me personally. If I see 221, that's my grandmother's old address in the house that I grew up in when I was a child. So there's something that I need to pay attention to. Either my grandmother's trying to connect to me, or something from my childhood. So the numbers mean something personally to you. You have to figure out what they mean to you. I don't know if you're in a place where 911 means the same thing to you as it does for me. Is it 9/11? It could be something like that. 9/11 also, depending on how I see the 9/11, also could mean something to do with my daughter, because I adopted her on 9/11. The day that we went to court was not, they did the bombs. We got out of court and
Oh my
everything
gosh.
were not 9/11. That's how we always remember what happened. It was the exact date. So whatever 9/11 means to you, it could be September 11th. It could be 9 months. It could be anything. You could break that down. 911 is 11. And then if you break that down even more, you get two. So you have to figure out what the numbers mean to you. For once, I thought it was a Porsche. It could be a Porsche, whatever 9/11 means to you. So those are the things that 9/11 means to me, but what does it mean to you? And you could ask your higher power, show me in pictures what 9/11 means, or what information are you trying to relate me? Like when you guys see this stuff, you can ask your higher power. They're not like a dictator, don't want you to ask any questions. I want you to figure it out on your own. They're here to help you. And so they want you to figure it out. And like I said, my higher power allowed me to read myself and not know it was me, because them encouraging me and telling me things, everything was okay. I wasn't getting it. So they had to give it to me another way, a different way. And so they'll keep trying to get it to you in different ways. You just have to figure it out and connect to the way that they're giving it to you. Or you can say, "I'm not getting it. What does 911 mean? Show me in my dreams. Show me in a song. Show me in a billboard. Show me in pictures. Let me know what 911 means." She said, "Wait a minute, 9/11, total sum is 11, is my birthday." And it could be that. That's your new, that's what people sometimes say. That's your new year. That's when your year starts over again. So my new year is coming. It could be something significant about that day that you're going to find out, or that you're going to discover about yourself, or that you're going to receive on that day. Go ahead and ask what it means. But two, if you take that 11 and you break it down more, it becomes a two, and twos mean personal. Is usually personal or some kind of decision. So it could be a decision that you need to make also. So I hope that helps. All right. Hey, creating balance.
Hey, Cynthia, nice to see you in.
Never seen you guys in a long time. You or JoJo in class. So when are you guys going to come back to class? We miss your energy.
She's like, now you put her on the spot.
Yeah.
All right. Who we have next, Angie? We
I
haven't
don't
read for
know.
Cynthia. Cynthia, would you like a reading? Because we haven't read for you in a
Oh,
while.
ooh, let's
Let's do
do it.
creating balance. Creating balance, you want specific or general?
Oh, and the Kachan, did you just get a new tattoo? Because they keep telling me something about a tattoo. Like I feel like you got a tattoo and it was you being rebellious in some kind of way. Something about a
Ooh.
tattoo. Oh, you're welcome. All right, so creating balance. Okay. General. Okay. Brenda is so loud. Hey, angels. Okay, so I got the Six of Pentacles, and that's give and receive for you, creating balance. Um, let me see where they're going with this give and receive. Are you on the receiving end, or are you giving out more in this situation? Charity. I hear charity. So are you? Let me see where they're going with that. Let me get another card because I hear charity. So I don't know if you're working on a charity or a charitable thing, or if you're about to receive some charity from your higher or from someone or from a higher power, like you're going to get something that you need. Let me see what I got. No, that's too many cards. So let me see where they're going with this. Katie. Oh my gosh, he is so loud. It's just him by himself, and he's just, you would swear it's 15 kids in the room, and it's just him.
My boys used to do
Okay.
that when they were playing the games.
And that's what he's doing, playing the game. And
Yep.
they're, they're in that virtual room together, and they're all working together against other teams. It's just insane.
Mm-hmm.
I need to soundproof his room. I got Emperor energy also for you, creating balance. And so that stability for me. So maybe you, so in this way, they're showing it to me as you receiving a gift. So you're about to receive some kind of charitable or some kind of gift, something that you need or that you've been seeking. And it's going to give you some stability financially. I feel like you're going to get some more financial stability. Um, I also get an exhale, like you need some rest. Are you planning a vacation or wanting to go on a vacation? Because they're showing me a island or beach. Are you thinking about going to visit your family that is in California? Because I feel like I hear an exhale, and you're needing to go on a vacation. So maybe it's a vacation or a trip or something. Is there a guy? Because I see a guy too. Like, is there a guy offering to take you somewhere or to do? Like, I see a male figure um, with the beard, kind of a deep, raspy kind of voice guy, um, short haircut, kind of a dirty blonde kind of color hair. Um, Speaking to you, but gently speaking to you, like telling you that you need rest or you need this vacation or you need this trip or you need to go somewhere. So I hear this guy speaking this to you and telling you to go. It could be your guy, but it could also be a lover. Um, but I hear this person telling you you need to go. So I feel like this is what you're going to receive this time, or what you need to be able to go and make this trip happen, because I think you're worried about how am I going to get it done, or I don't have the time or I don't have the resources to make it happen, and you're going to receive the time or the resources to get what it is you need. Oh, your gem crush. So maybe he's going to speak to you, or he's going to say something to you, or offer to take you somewhere, or offer to do something. But I do hear this male speaking to you in a very warm and inviting way. So that's what I got from his creating balance. I love that name, creating balance. I love it because it's so
Mm-hmm.
proactive and it's so in control. I'm creating that, like, it's you being in that positive forward movement thought process. I love that. And at
Creating
least you're going
balance.
to
Remember, if you don't ask, you won't receive. So ask, so you will receive. Make sure you're asking for what it is you're looking for, wanting, whatever your desires are. Again, if you don't ask, you won't receive. So make sure we're asking to it. And look at this. I like this. Mother, Father, God. So make sure that, again, that
oh, that is
again,
beautiful.
ask spirit, and make sure you believe in spirit that they will deliver to you, and do not be surprised if they do. And look at this again. Have the courage to put it out there. Have the courage to do to step up. Maybe ask the question. Maybe to go up to the gym crush and have the conversation. Again, have the
Maybe he's
courage.
an emperor, Don. I didn't even think about that. He could be the emperor.
Yeah. Yep. And again, manifest it. Tell the universe. Tell the universe. Every card is saying same thing in that sense. Tell them. Ask the universe. Tell the universe. Again, they will provide as long as you put it out there. Put it out there. Don't wait. And guess what? The answer you're going to get. Look at that.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Yes. So again, yes. Put it out there. Put it out there. The universe is ready to give. They're ready to.
Don, that is such a creating balance thing. Like, that card to me just is creating balance. Like,
Yes.
she's commanding the balance that she needs. Like, she's pulling it in and pulling all those resources in. That is such a beautiful card.
Yep. Absolutely. I've been asking for courage lately. There you go. So there you go. Just keep asking, and now taking the step, putting it into place. So you know what? Let me be courageous today. Let me do it. Let me put my toe in the water. Let me feel how it works. Okay, let's go a little further in. So there you go, creating balance. Yes, have faith and take that leap. Take the leap. Okay.
This guy Paul who just put that
Uh-huh.
that question up about his car. I see a black car, a sedan, like a really nice new car for you. I do feel like you're gonna get it. It'll be a little bit later in the year, maybe for you. I see a 6, so maybe 6 months from now, but I do see you getting a car. I don't feel like you'll be without a car, like you'll be lacking transportation. So whatever your car is, it's gonna hold on. And let me tell you, this is what happens. Anytime I get in my car, there's any kind of light bulb or anything that I hear or anything that's not working right, I always immediately thank the universe for my new vehicle because I know if this car is giving out, then you have something better for me. So I immediately thank them for the vehicle that I want. When I go outside and look at my parking spot, I see that vehicle, not the vehicle that I have. I see the vehicle that I want. So I see a black sedan or some kind of black car for you. Tinted windows, really, really nice. It's a brand new car. Because you're wondering if you're going to get a new car, but I do see a new car for you coming in, and it does feel like it's going to be a little bit lower price, and that could be the reason that you have to wait is for the price to go down or the interest rates to go down, or for you to be in a better place for financing to come. But I do see you getting the car definitely this year, a little bit later in the year, and for a little bit less than what you thought it was going to be. And I feel like you're tracking this car, like you know exactly what car you want, you've seen it, you know where it is, you know the price of it, and you'll be able to get it. You said, can you afford it? Yes, you'll be able to afford it. That's why I saw that the price will be a little bit lower than you thought it was going to be. And I don't know what's going to make the price lower, but I see the price being a little bit lower than you thought it was going to be. But it does feel like a new car. It doesn't feel like a new used car. It feels like a new car, like a brand new car for you. Um, and it does feel like you'll have the money for it. Um, yeah, I do feel like you're gonna have the money for it. And I don't know if a new job or anything is coming, but they're showing me that you'll be able to get it.
Sorry. Sorry, it caught me typing a response to somebody.
So I thought you were just inquiring a spirit. I said, oh, he must be asking spirit.
No, no, spirit
It
didn't
didn't
get us.
even look strange to me. I'm like, oh, he's asking
Let's
spirit.
just say I was more spirited, but
Oh
not
my.
spirit. Oh, Paul. Yeah, Paul. Paul. Yeah, definitely the car, the new, a new used car. Yes, a new used car is coming your way. Um, um, get a Carfax. Get your Carfax report when you see the car. Make sure you get a Carfax report to make sure that there's nothing being hidden or not disclosed. Um, but you'll be fine. This is a minor bump in the road in comparison to some other things that I think if I were you, I would be working. I would be focusing more on August, September for something else coming your way. There's something happening in August, September that it's going to need your attention. So be ready for that. It's something. It's something it's interesting because it's something you've been calling in, but it has not manifested itself. But it will be August or September. And again, it's not the car specifically. This is something bigger happening. So I don't know if you've been wanting to make a change or something, or like a change in job or a change in location. But I feel that there's something big's coming in August, September timeframe for you, and it's gonna like change a lot of things around you. So if you've been looking at maybe making a move, maybe moving out of state or something, this will be the time to do it, or even merely a job. I just think that August and September is going to be good for you for change. So make sure you're prepared to embrace the change. Angie, did you have anything to pick up on that change thing and see if there's something specific about that maybe you could?
No, but when you said August, I counted the months because I said 6, and I'm like, oh, that's exactly what I heard was the 6 months later
Okay.
in fall. So whatever it is, it may be a change in job or something like that that'll increase his income, and so he'll be able to afford the car. So I do feel like we were both on the same point with that time frame.
Exactly. Exactly.
Arkisha is asking for a birthday reading, and I'm trying to find the cards that are right for her. None of these cards that I have out seem to be matching for her, so I'm going to go to my Moonology cards. I haven't used them in a long time.
Okay. And as a
Or
reminder, Arkisha, here's your birthday song. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. And Miss Angie turned 29 during this month. So,
I will on the 26th. It'll be my
there
birthday.
you go.
And you know what? The travel group that I'm in, we're going to this new restaurant on the 24th. It's this new place in, I want to say Glendale. It's called oh my gosh, Don, I totally forgot what it's called. Um Mason. Oh my gosh, I forgot what it's called, Don. I was gonna tell you about it. It's a fusion cafe in Glendale. Let me find it. Hold on. I have to tell you about it. Let me find it. Let me find it. It's called oh crappers. Um oh my gosh, what is it called? Oh, it's called well heck. Now I can't see the name of it. Oh, Monet Fusion Brunch Cafe. It's in Glendale. It's a new spot. And we're gonna go there. So hopefully it'll be good. I'll let you know how it is. I saw drinks and I saw all kinds of amazing food. But we're gonna go there. And that's one of my
Nice.
every weekend I try to do something. So that's one of the places I'm gonna go. I don't know how we got on food or how I got because we said birthday.
Nice, nice. And while we got a little break, here we go. For everybody, happy Valentine's Day. There we
Oh
go.
my gosh, Dawn, that was so cute.
Yeah, okay, sweet.
I love that. Okay, so Arkisha, as soon as I said what's for your highest and greatest good, these two cards jumped out. Um, one is new moon, and we're in the new moon right now, aren't we, Don? We're in the new moon. Yes, we're in the new moon,
Yes.
people. And everything is purple for you. I don't know if that's your favorite color, or that's for me. Purple is royal, majestic, and things are on that higher power, that higher level. So I got a new start is coming your way. So I think and this situation is related to job because you're always asking about, am I going to get promoted? Am I going to get it? And I think it's you have to change your mindset on the outcome of the job. Like you're qualified for all the things that you're applying for, but I think it's you seeing yourself in that position and believing that you're going to get it. Like maybe you feel like there's some interworking or some politics at work is the reason why you're not getting it. Like maybe people are saying stuff about you, or maybe people don't want you to move forward. But you have to see it from a different way. Like if this job is for me, then my higher power will move all obstacles out of the way and I'm going to get it. So, that is another approach you could say. You could also ask your higher power to navigate you to the job that is correct for you or where they're trying to get you to. Because I do feel like they're trying to pluck you out of the place that you are and move you to something different. But I feel like the negativity of the situation is a little bit overpowering the positivity of the situation. And if you see it from a different perspective, like if this job is for me, my higher power will give it to me, and it doesn't matter what any of these people at work think about me or say about me or try to prevent me from getting. If it's mine, it's mine. My higher power will get it from me. And then I got step out of your comfort zone. Again, more purple. Both of these are both purple for you. And I specifically was told to go to the Moonology cards, and then the bottom of the deck, again, purple. Everything you have is purple. And I don't know if purple is your birthday color or if it's something that you like that is purple, but that's a card that keeps coming up. And I got the energy is gaining momentum. So all of these are saying that, things are in progress and moving your way. But I think you just need to see it from a different perspective. That keeps coming up over and over and over again tonight. Is changing your perspective on it and stop seeing people as obstacles in your way and see your higher power is higher than all the obstacles that could be in your way, and knowing that it doesn't matter what these people are trying to do to you or say about you or prevent you from getting your higher power that you believe in will grant you whatever it is that you wish, want, deserve, or need if you are of the faith and believe that it's coming. There's power in your words. She said her birthstone is purple. Oh, yeah, because of amethyst. Oh, my gosh. Arkisha. You know, my birthday's 2/26. We're almost birth. You know what I'm saying? We're in that birthday. Pisces. It's about to be our season. So that's what the purple is. And all of this is letting you know that everything is working out in your favor. You said birthday reading, so you definitely got your birthday reading. And do you carry amethyst with you, or do you wear amethyst? Like, do you have a bracelet that have amethyst in it? Because it'll give you the clarity you need. I feel like a lot of your thoughts are clouded by what you think people are saying or thinking or saying about you. And if you could get a little bit of clarity and connect a little bit to your higher power if you got something that had amethyst in it that you will wear or carry with you. So that's what I got for Miss Arkisha.
Let me see what.
And the very next card is purple too. I'm just saying, purple is all over.
All
Have
right.
faith in your dreams. That was the next card too.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
That cooking thing comes back up, Miss Arkisha. You really want to cook. You need to move forward on it, but you need to do it by yourself. I feel like you keep getting a partner who is not as passionate about it as you are. You are a very good cook and you love it. Like you love to see people enjoy your food and dine on your food. You need to concentrate a little bit more on that and not with the people that you've been doing it with because they're not as in tune with it as you are. You are the more passionate person about it, and you are the more person who can bring it forward for you if that's what you want to do.
Arkesha, I am getting an interesting kind of energy. Like interesting energy. Somebody who you cared for very much. Okay, somebody who was in a relationship with you, in a romance, in a romantic way with you. Somebody was in a romantic way with you.
That's
They've
purple too,
they've
Don.
moved into the friendship zone, and you need to cut the cord and give them forgiveness. They hurt you. They hurt you, and you've been hanging on to some kind of anger, some kind of resentment toward them, and it's not healthy for you to continue to do that. Okay, you need to ground yourself, and
Yeah.
you need to again forgive them. Let it go. Let it go. Let them move on because it's not good. It's not good for you to hold on to that, whatever that is. Again, it's that anger about again. I get the feeling like they broke up with you, and that they left you in a very ungood, a very unclean way. They didn't break it off clean. They kind of made it messy, and that's been some resentment for that. And so I'm really feeling like if you are to find the joy and in your life, then you need to surrender and let that go. Surrender, cut that cord, let it go, and then you'll start feeling that healing energy. Okay, because again, that healing energy is very strong around you. And I love this image on this card. It's phenomenal. So what I'm getting is again, let just whoever it was, whatever it was, whoever hurt you, just just let that go. Don't hold on to it anymore. It's not serving you well. So and that's going to help you move on. That's going to help you take the next step. Okay, that's what I'm thinking of for you, Miss Arkesha. And it's good to see you back. It's been a long time, and we used to see you a lot. So we appreciate you being back. And on Valentine's Day, how cool was that?
Exactly. With a good reading, I feel like this is a good reading and positive. All that purple, and a lot of your cards have purple on them too, Don.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So who's next, Miss Angie?
I don't know who else wants a
Who
reading.
is here?
Oh, Katie Newark is in here. Katie, did you used to come to class? Or why does your name seem so familiar? I know we've read you here too, but I feel like maybe you used to come to class or you wanted to know about class. There's something about class. I don't know. You're welcome, Markeisha. I hope that helps you. And I hope that's what you wanted to hear. Positivity. I think you wanted to find out about a new love, and I didn't see anything. Like I really did ask, and I didn't see anything about a new love for you. But I feel like you really do need to concentrate on your business and the cooking part of it.
And I think if she lets go and releases, cuts that cord on the old resentment of an old love, that new love will probably show up. But again, having that cord connected is not letting her move forward.
Oh yeah, like she's comparing, like, oh, okay, no, you just like he
Yep.
was, or you remind me of him in some way, and every time you just kind of lose interest in that new person because anything they do that reminds you, like you breathing like him. Nope, we ain't. We can't.
Oh, yes.
Listen, some of my exes, I don't date anybody who has the name of any of my ex. Oh nope, I already dated somebody like that. No, thank you. No, thank you. So I understand those little triggers that you be like, nope, no, thank you. I already dated a blah blah blah. I'm not dating that person again. Been there, done that. Okay, so Miss Katie, do you have a question, Katie? Oh no, what you would like to start coming to class? Okay, we put the email up. I hope you got it. Paul, listen, you know what I mean, Paul, when I say listen, you walk like that person, you drive the same car, anything. It don't take much for me to be like, nope, no, thank you. Okay, so Katie. Katie, do you have a question? No. Let me see. I immediately heard start from the beginning, and they showed me a zero. So zero, like not even a first step. Start from the beginning. So if it's a zero step, that means you have to create, you have to think, and you have to come up with a business plan. That's what they're telling me. You have to come up with a business plan. They're showing me clouds. They're showing me inside of a shop. Are you thinking about doing something inside of a shop, or having your own kind of store or something that you're going to be working in? Because I see you inside of a brick and mortar place. They're showing me clouds. It's all white. You're behind a glass, or you're behind whatever, you're behind a counter that that has glass, a glass case. So you're selling something or providing some kind of service from behind a counter. So I feel like you need to come up with a business plan to create your own business. And I don't see exactly what it is that you're trying to sell, or what it is that you're whatever service you're providing, but I see you in a business, and you're on that side of the counter as the person providing the service, not the person receiving the service. So and I don't know if it's something that you haven't considered. Are you into painting? Because they're showing me painting now, like like you like painting. It's soothing and it calms you down, or something to do with painting is how they're showing it to me. Um, Yeah, they won't let this business thing go. Like you're supposed to be starting a business. It's something, and I don't want to say that it's something that you're passionate about, but it's something that you won't give any deep thought to, or that you won't, like, as soon as it comes into your mind, you dismiss it again. But you clearly are the retailer, or the person who's selling this service or this good in this business, and you are inside of the store. You're on that side of the counter providing the assistance or the service to somebody else. So maybe they're not showing it to me because you haven't created it, because again, they showed me start from the beginning, and it was a zero. So you're starting, you're building the plan, you're building the business, you're coming up with the idea. And once you do, it has already been blessed and ordained that you'll have it moving forward. You just have to decide what it is that you want to do and move forward with it. You don't know what it could be? Well, they're not showing me what it could be either, but they're definitely showing me um you with this business. So you're saying that that's not you with the business, and that's the only thing that they're showing me. So Don, I'm going to go ahead and let you take over.
I was trying to pick up on energy there. Okay, well, there we go. That's part of it. Katie, is money a little tight right now? Because I'm getting a feeling that money's a little tight. So things that you would have considered otherwise options, you feel are kind of not in play right now because of the economic situation. Um, I feel like you've been making plans on how to improve the economics, but again, they just, as you have been putting them into place, they just haven't. They still aren't doing what they need to do. So I think economics is a real problem for you. And it's interesting because you are the solution, but I'm wondering if you're also part of the problem, and that is that you you don't you were I'm not trying to insult your parents or your education or anything when I say this, but I don't think you got a foundation on how to understand and properly manage money and to balance budgets and set priorities and in so doing, pay yourself first. I don't think you pay yourself first. I think you've never paid yourself first. And so one of the rules is pay yourself first, which means put that money into savings and then pay your bills too. But make sure that you pay yourself first, because if you put yourself last, you'll never pay yourself. And I think that you've never gotten that education or that training to understand how to work with money, how to deal with money, and how to plan accordingly. And so that's part of the problem. The second part of the problem is until March, there's no economic change for you. The third month is when you're going to see that. And that's when a new opportunity is going to come to you. When that new opportunity comes, you need to jump on it. You need to take the job and you need to make it work. You have the control over it. You are the empress. You have the control over it, but it's not coming until then. But when you do get this new job and when this new opportunity arises to change your economic outlook, you need to also change your economic behavior. And so again, you need to pay yourself first and therefore put a little money in the savings, even if it's a small amount, every paycheck, and then pay the bills and so forth. And if you need to stretch a bill, then you need to stretch a bill, but you need to pay yourself first and build up a buffer zone. And then once you get that buffer zone built up, and once you learn how to handle money properly, once you learn how to budget properly, and I think you should try to find an adult program, adult education class. Most colleges, most community colleges have them. Most adult senior centers have them. These, and there's very little to pay for these. You can also maybe look on YouTube. I tell you all about YouTube. To me, YouTube is an amazing university. I call it a university because there's so many classes, so much information on YouTube in video form. So you don't have to worry about reading it. You don't have to worry about being bogged down under terms, because the person on the screen is talking to you and helping you to understand. They can give you that education for free because YouTube costs you nothing. And that's why we harp on YouTube. YouTube is such a benefit in that regard. And so many people see it as merely a communication for social media. I'm telling you, it's not. There's so much more available on YouTube, and it's free. Of course, you have to look at the source. But generally speaking, when you talk about budgeting and so forth, that budgeting and the financial planning, all that stuff, there's no edge to it. The reality is again, most people are going to give you good information because there's only so many things you can do with it. That's what I'm getting for you. Okay. I think you need that. I think you had financial planning in college. My dear, again, I don't mean to insult you, but I don't think that I'm just saying you may need a refresher. Okay. Because again, what I'm getting here is a budgetary mess, and I'm getting a situation beyond not just not having a job. This budgetary mess was here before the job ended, is what I'm getting. So I think you need to do some. I'm not, and you even said that. I'm looking here, and you're not so great doing finance, of course. No matter what, again, you take a refresher. You need a refresher, okay? But looking for March to change the picture for you. Um, and until then, you're saying until then you feel like, oh, I can't do something. Yeah, you can. You can still do something. You can still work yourself through. Focus on what you need to accomplish, and start moving forward. Stop looking for people to help you. Stop looking for people to give you direction. You know what you need to do. So pull your big girl pants up, get moving forward, and know that ultimately this will work itself out. But you've got to take the steps necessary to make the change. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you. Don't mean to be direct, but I think you need to hear that.
Dom, I was gonna say, and I know she's been on here for a while. All we talk about is affirmations. Have you ever said the affirmation that we're talking about? I believe in infinite abundance and all my wants and needs are met. Change your life. I'm telling you. You just try it. What will it cost you to just wake up every single morning and say, I believe in infinite abundance. I'm grateful that all my wants and needs are met. And let me say this, me and my friends, we used to say something and we stayed in this position because this is what we used to say. I'm poor today. I'm poor this week. I don't have any money. I can't go out. I'm poor. I don't have enough this. I don't have enough that. And the more we spoke it, the more we lived it.
You
Once
brought
we
it into existence.
we brought it into existence.
Yeah.
And the more that we said it, and so now when I catch my friends, she'd be like, oh, I'm poor this week. I'd be like, no, you're not poor. You're in between pay periods, or you're in between blessings, or you're in between, financial um, um, uh, benefits. You're just You have to change the way you think about money. If it always seems like I never have enough, then you're never going to have enough.
That's right.
If you never see your ends meeting, they're never going to meet. They're not only are they not going to meet, they're going to get further and further apart because that's how you see money. You see money as a chore. You see money as something that you never have enough of. That's something that's always walking away from you. So when you start to see your ends meet, you'll start to see it. I cannot tell you how. Listen, that 369 method that I learned from Don and Shauna watching them, I said that I needed this money to pay my son's tuition, and the money had just been sitting there. I said it. I did the 369 method. I did the affirmations. 2 days later, I checked my voicemail. There was a voicemail from the college saying that there was money sitting on my son's account that we had never picked up. It was the money that I needed for him to pay his bills. I just took a chance and believed in what they were saying. And I believed in it in a different way. It's one thing to say, oh, yeah, I say it every day. I believe in infinite abundance. It's one thing to say it, it's another thing to believe it. Believe it in the new level. You can say it all day. I can say all day that I'm whatever. If I don't believe that I'm that, then it's just me saying some words that I don't believe in. You have to believe it. You have to say it. Another thing I was going to say to the last person that was on, sometimes I have to listen to affirmations over and over and over and over again. Like I'll go to sleep just listening to affirmations because maybe I don't say it the way that I want to say it, but a man with a deep voice who keeps saying, Angie, you're beautiful. Well, he don't say Angie. That's how I hear it though. That says you are beautiful, you are creative, you are powerful, you are this, you are that. It's a YouTube channel called You Are Creators. It's a guy, he has a very deep voice, and he puts the affirmation on loops over and over and over again. And everything that you could possibly need an affirmation for, he has it. And I just listen to that. I put that on at night and I just let it play in a loop over and over and over. So all night my subconscious is hit with a man with a nice voice telling me how beautiful I am, how powerful I am, how prosperous I am, how great I am, how this I am, how that I am, over and over and over. In the morning when I wake up, all I know is, dang, you beautiful, dang, you powerful, dang, you're this. And so I kept having to hear it over and over and over and over again. Sometimes your own voice is you cancel it out and you don't believe it. But hearing somebody else say it, hearing somebody else tell you to do it, hearing it in another way, perspective change. Sometimes you just need to feel it, hear it, and receive it from a different perspective. And so the card that I got for you while Don was reading you was the magician card. You have all the tools you need to do whatever it is you want. You haven't had a job since December. What have you tried a different industry? Have you tried a different, I have 5 different versions of my resume. There's all for whatever job I want. If I want case management, if I want a compliance, if I want legal, if I want teaching, if I want HR, I have all these different resumes because each one it's the same jobs, but it's different qualities that I had at each job that helps me to look different for the job that I'm applying for. So, how many versions of your resume you have? How many times when you don't have a job, your job is finding a job. You have a job, finding a job every single day, 6, 7 hours a day. I'm looking for a job. I'm asking somebody if they know somebody who knows somebody, and I know people are hiring because I get emails every single day, and I used to post them on my Facebook and Instagram, telling people, "Hey, I got all these emails. If you want a good temp agency to go through E Teams. It's the letter E and then the word teams. They are phenomenal. They got me hired at my job 3 different times. I left my job 3 times and they got me back in there 3 times. E Teams is a great um, uh, uh, temp agency to go through. ZipRecruiter is another place that you can go and find jobs. They're saying you have all the tools you need. You just have to understand how to use those tools to best work out for you and your good. Also, I see you worrying about it. You're tired, you're weary, you're wondering if you're going to be able to survive. This is that resilience card. They're saying, don't give up. You're almost there. The next card that came up was a 10. You're carrying a load that's too heavy for you to carry, but you're on your way home. You're on your way to where you need to be. You have to believe that you're moving forward in some kind of way. You have to see yourself doing it. Like I said, every time I go outside, whatever car is in the parking lot, that's not what I see. I see the car that I want. Do you see yourself at the job that you want? Do you see yourself doing the job that you want to do? I told you that your higher power is showing me that you have a business to start. You I don't know. I don't know what that could be. I don't know what I like to do. I don't know what I want to do. You took everything that I said and turned it into something where I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to say. They are telling me that you have a business idea in you, that you just need to create the plan. And what you should have been saying is, you know what? I'll seek it out. I'll ask my higher power. I'll write about it. I'll try to meditate on it. I am going to figure out what they are trying to tell me and what this business is that they want me to start, because they're showing it to me that you have this in you. You just have to find the creativity to make the plan to tell them that you want to do it. Even if you don't know what it is, say, you know what, I'm ready to start my own business. Whatever it is that you're trying to show me to do, I want to do it. I'm ready to do it. Show me how to do it. Get me to step one. What is my next step? When I don't know, when I'm confused and I don't know what to do, I'm like, look, I've tried everything I don't know how to do. What is my next step? And I allow my higher power to tell me what my next step is, how I should move forward, where I should be. How do I wait productively? If it's not time for me to get this new job, it's not time for me to move forward. How do I wait productively? What do I need to do in order to get out of this Nine of Wands energy and into this Magician energy? How do I wait productively? Those are the things that you need to be asking your higher power and speaking to your higher power about. Look, and you may just need to have that come to Jesus meeting. Like, look, I've been praying, I've been asking y'all. I don't understand what y'all trying to tell me. Y'all need to tell it to me a different way. You need to make it clear in a way that I understand. If you need to get out some Pictionary, you need to give me a song, you need to give me a billboard, you need to hit me over the head with a sign that says now hiring, then that's what you need to do. But I'm not getting it the way that you're giving it to me. So give it to me a different way. Don't be afraid to tell your higher power you're frustrated, you don't understand, and you don't know how to move forward. Help me. That's what you're there for. Help me to move forward. So that's what I got.
Super, super. And one more. This one's special for you, Miss Angie. This is specifically for you.
Uh-oh. It must be a love reading. God, it must be a love reading.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you and all of you. Happy birthday to you.
Don almost jumped out my chair. Literally, when that I almost jumped out my chair, like I was so excited. I felt like she was literally singing these to me. Like, thank you, Beyonce.
Well, she was. I called her myself.
When she just said, I was waiting on her to be like Angie. I was waiting on her to be like, "Happy birthday to you, Angie." I heard it in my head. That's how I heard it.
Well, I knew that would be special because it's like, if y'all haven't figured it out, Angie loves Beyonce. And so
Love, love, love.
I looked for it. I was going to create a
Listen.
video. I'm like, I can't do that. So I just went ahead and posted it. So there you go.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
So there you go. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Don, did you watch the Super Bowl or the halftime show?
I didn't. Yeah.
Okay. So we're trying to, so Usher has ended his residency and he got married a third time too. Let me say that. But so he's doing his concert, right? So he announced all these days. I don't know when the last time you tried to go to a concert or you went to a concert, but the process to get into a concert is ridiculous. All these codes that you have to have, because all these people will buy up the tickets and then resell them.
Mhm.
So they give you all these pre-sale codes and you have to be in a room and you have to be in a queue. It has been a nightmare trying to get these tickets to go to this Usher concert. And I just don't have the wherewithal to it. And I don't know if any of you are going to the Usher concert, but good luck to you if you're trying to go, because the process to trying to get into a concert or get into some kind of arena is tiresome. Just they need to find
Christina
a
says
better
she's
way to
going.
do it. Christina, I'm so jealous. And they even added, like Phoenix wasn't on the list. They added Phoenix, and then they added a second date. And now I think they are trying to get it where the people can't buy all the tickets up, because they're only allowing you to buy one seat at a time. And so, like, if you put in one, then it'll show you all these open spaces for one. But if you put in like two or three or four, then it narrows down your space a lot. And so I guess they are trying to get people from buying up all the tickets and then reselling them. But it is a tedious process to try to get into a concert arena. And the tickets are just, oh, they're up there.
That's crazy. You know, it's interesting. So people fuss about how the artist can charge that much. The artists don't. who charges is once the stadium or the event center sells it to a group of tickets to these other services, they then mark them up to ridiculous amounts of money.
Yeah.
So
And the
it's crazy.
fees, Don, those junk fees are ridiculous. How
They
many
are
fees we have to pay
crazy.
on top of this fee, on top of that fee? I'm like, look, just put. Remember when Macy's was Hudson's? Is it Macy's now? Is that what it's called now? Yeah. When Macy's was Hudson's back in the day, you had to go into the Ticketmaster and stand in line and buy the tickets. Take us back to them days because I'm just over it.
Christina, you said my seat was like 1,400. Was that 1,400 M&Ms or was that 1,400 jelly beans?
You paid $1,400 to go see Usher. I like Usher, but no, thank you.
I was gonna
I'm not
say,
paying $1,400. That is insane.
holy crap! Yeah,
That is
that's
insane.
that's some real dedication.
Fourteen
Yeah.
hundred, girl. $1,400. That's a new laptop.
I hope that they give you a massage chair for that.
I hope Usher come and wrap his arms around you for 1,400.
Yeah, so at least get close enough to spill some sweat on you or something.
And Usher just got married in Las Vegas after the halftime show, so he might not get that close to you no more.
Oh my
Wife
goodness.
may not like
Hey,
it.
hey,
Yeah, but
Karen Fisher, nice to see
he
you
done
in.
been married 3 times. I can't even be married once.
3 times. Jesus criminy. Well,
And he likes
he
them older.
looks good
If you
for.
older, he might like
I
you.
can't help but always see him young. You know, he doesn't seem to age. He just
That's
seems
what
to,
people are saying. He looks exactly the same, as when he comes out. He does not seem to be aging or whatever
yeah,
he's doing. He need to give me a shot or whatever he's taking.
something he's doing right. Because I tell you what, he looks good. He looks like a young. Actually, he looks a little better because when he was young, he was like a little twig, and now he's got a little meat on his bones. But he's still a very handsome man. Man,
You spend.
But-
I'm not depleting my savings to go and see anybody. And let me tell you this: at, as soon as they post day one concert, it's going to be on YouTube. You can watch the whole thing from the seat in your living room. Now, I did pay. I paid about $330 to go and see Beyonce. That was with my parking pass and everything to go and see Beyonce. And I had very good seats, but I'm not paying. No, I'm not paying thousands of dollars to see nobody.
did you wear your rhinestones?
Listen, Don. So the dress I had on, it was like a shirt dress, like the kind of like a long sleeve, like a men's shirt dress, but it kind of reminded me of the cowboy kind of thing. It was that kind of shape, and I didn't wear my boots, but I would have. And then here she comes out with country. I said, I knew that's my psychic ability. I was ready at the Renaissance concert in my little country dress, ready for her to go country, and boom, now she know country.
And she went country. She went
See,
there.
I was ready. That was my psychic. I
Yep.
was ready. So yes, I did have my little silver buttons on, everything. I was ready for her.
Lillian says, "Good evening. I have a question. I seem to be very sensitive to people's vibes. I'll pick them up unwanted and end up feeling very sick. What can I do to help? Lately, I've been so drained and seem to be facing so many obstacles. I'm pushing through them, but just feel like something always happens."
You can go back about an hour into our broadcast, and we gave a very lengthy discussion on being an empath. Very
Absolutely.
lengthy. Like we were, and I'm not even playing. We went in depth on being an empath. That is empathic ability that you're
Mhm.
having, and you need to kind of protect yourself or ask your higher power to allow to not to tell your higher power you don't want to feel everybody else's
Mhm.
emotions, to back off on the emotions, and to help you filter through just your own emotions. So that's one thing. Another thing we said was to get some kind of protective stone like black obsidian, black tourmaline, tiger's eye, and carry with you or wear on as a bracelet. But we gave a very lengthy discussion about being an empath and how to protect yourself from receiving other people's energies.
Yep. Yep. About an hour. Again, go back and remove the little things sideways until you get to like an hour and 30 minutes in. Because I think that's about when it was. I think you're right, Angie. It's about an hour ago.
Yeah. And I can't even remember the person's name that we were talking about, but we definitely went in depth about it at the beginning. And I'm not trying to be mean, but we really did go in depth. And if you rewind and go back, it was about an hour ago. Yeah, you can see all
Mhm.
how much we talked about it. And I wish I could remember the person we were talking to when we were telling her about it. And it was a
Was
new
her name
person.
Ortega or something? Was her middle name Ortega? No,
I'm
no, that
trying to
was.
see if she's still in the comments. Nope, it was so long ago.
Yeah, my
Oh,
comments were
was it Allison? Allison
Allison.
Go
Yep.
back to where you see Allison
It's three
DeBeebe,
names:
Stephanie
Allison,
on there.
Stephanie, something.
Allison Stephanie DeBeebe. And it was about an hour ago, right? Because it's at 1940, and we're at 2 hours and 40 minutes, so about an hour ago. Where you see her name, that's where we were in depth talking about it. So if you go back and you see the name Allison, that's who we were talking to about being an empath, and
Yep.
you get all the good information about it because that's what you're going through an empath.
And also watch the chat.
Oh, I have to remember.
Exactly. And watch the chat as well when you watch the video, because a lot of folks who are in the chat are also psychics and mediums and so forth. And they offered a lot of additional information and a lot of their experiences to the chat to make it even more robust. So not only are you listening to what Angie and I are saying, but you have a chance to listen and watch what other people are chatting along the way as what their experience and what they did and how they did. And there's so much, folks, this is the one thing, as much as you love this beautiful face and Angie's even better beautiful face, the chats are so important because we have so many wonderful people who join in and they share their experiences and they communicate with each other. They create a family, which is wonderful. We really do believe it's like a family. And there's so much information to be gleaned from watching the chats and learning from the chats that is additional to what we give. And it's amazing how even during our readings, some of the folks will do the reads with us and they put that information in there and they say, I'm also getting this and I'm also getting this. So again, know that the chats are equally as well, not equally, we're the best in the world, but other than us, the chats are quite a companion.
It's the next best thing to us.
Exactly.
Pam said it was exactly 2 hours ago, is when she saw that we were talking about this. So maybe it was 2 hours ago. We've been on so long, I don't even know.
Oh no, Pam said her
It was
phone
a
rang
great
2 hours
day.
ago. So I guess that's when Pam got noticed that we were doing this.
Okay. And there was one other thing. Oh, and Lillian, you can also come to class because we were talking about that too. We do this Tuesday nights and we help people to deal with to work with their abilities and to understand how to protect yourself, to shield yourself from other people's thoughts and and all the empathic things you're going through. And we practice and we have a great discussion online. So it's a free class on Tuesday nights, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. You just have to email and you'll receive the link. It's a private link. It's not live. It's not on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch or anything like that. It's a private Zoom link where we're in class and we just kind of work with each other and help each other out. Like we said last night, we were in class and after it was over, we stayed on about another 15 or 20 minutes and just answered questions from people who had questions about their abilities and how to deal with situations and how to expand on the information that they were receiving.
And Pam says 8:05 Central Time. So if that's when the conversation started. So if it's 8:05 Central Time, figure out where you are in reference to that Central Time and move the thing back and you'll see that information.
And then Doctor, you put our email address up because she says she wants to come to class.
Mm-hmm.
So you can email either one of us and we'll get you the link. So every Tuesday, the link comes out and you join the link, you come to class and don't worry about what level you are. Some people are very, very, very beginner. Some people are a little bit more advanced. We don't judge at all. We help each other out. Even as an advanced person, you'll learn something. As a new person, you'll be amazed at what the information that you'll receive and how much more advanced you are than you think you are. You may think that you're a beginner, then you get in there and you're like, whoa, I didn't even know, because we get right in and we get to work. So it is a very nice class. Again, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time every Tuesday. It's free. It's a private link through Zoom. So email either one of us and just say, I want to know about class. We'll send you the link. You log in as often as you like. And it's about 2 hours every Tuesday.
And Corinne Fisher just posted a glowing recommendation, which I love. Thank you, Corinne. Appreciate that. Replying to Nikki Colbert, it's absolutely fabulous. If I didn't have to work, class that night would be there every week. Highly recommended. Absolutely.
I love it. I try not to miss it. I try not to schedule nothing on the days. Like Don used to say, that's my adult time. And it's from the comfort of your home. You don't even have to leave. When you're done, you can just get right into bed. You can come in for an hour and then leave. You can come in an hour later. Like, you don't have to do the whole 2 hours. Whatever you're up to doing, you can do it. And again, it's free. Did we say that? Free 99.
I love that. Free 99. Exactly. I love it. You said that. We said that a few weeks ago and it caught my attention. I'm like, I need to remember that. I love that.
Shauna, yeah. Free 99 when she, and you guys missed a great class if you didn't go to Shauna's class. She offered one on was it a vision? Was it creating a
Vision
vision?
boards.
Creating
Hmm.
the vision boards. Miss Shauna offered a free class.
Yes.
So again, you guys are missing out if you're not subscribed to everybody.
Yep.
So
And if
make
you
sure you
want to,
subscribe.
if you can still hit up Miss Shauna, by the way, in reference to the vision board class, because she saved it, and so let me find her link. You can reach out to her and still ask her to send you the links for the free vision board class, because she saved the information, the videos, and so you can get the
Oh, that's
videos.
good.
Yeah,
It won't be as great as if you were there and interacting with her, but it's still just as good information that you can listen to. And I'm a person who likes to listen. Like I'll put me and Don's I'll put any of our lives on and just listen while I get through my day. And your day will go so much faster just listening to basically just listen to me and Don talk. And
and
sometimes I
she
just laugh and I'll be like, Don, we are hilarious.
sometimes we get so busy talking we forget to do the readings, right? We're like, 20
Yeah.
minutes in, 30 minutes in, 40 minutes in. We haven't done a reading yet.
Yeah.
What?
Or we get so passionate about what we're talking about. We're reading somebody for 30 minutes and we're like, oh, we got to get back. Look, Kena was good about being like, hey, back to the
She
readings, back to
was.
the readings. You're done with her. Move on. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Keena was like, Keena kept us going. Keena
She's the
would say,
reign of
enough,
king.
folks, keep moving. Nothing
Yeah.
else to see here.
Somebody just scanned the QR code too. So feel free to join us for class and that'll help you too. And again, come as much as you want or as little as you want to get the information that you need to help you to move forward. But it is great information.
Exactly.
Corinne asked for a mini Valentine's Day reading. And I got stop fighting. They showed me you fighting with yourself, like you're in a sweat, like they show me you in a sweater and you're fighting to get out of it. So like you put yourself in a situation and you're fighting to get out. And they're like, if you just stop, slow down, and do what logically makes sense, how would you take a sweater off? Like you seem to be going about it wrong. Like you're trying to pull your head out of the arm instead of trying to lift the shirt up over your head and take it off. You've put yourself in a situation where you're struggling against your own self. It's your own efforts that you're fighting, and they're saying you just need to kind of um slow down and stop fighting. Stop fighting and allow yourself, like what they're showing me now is like a lifeguard. If you're fighting, the lifeguard can't save you. You're going to make both of them drown. They're going to let you tire out and then they're going to save you. So that's what your higher power is saying. You're fighting against us and you're making it too hard. We're trying to help you. We're going to let you tire yourself out and flatline, fall out, hit your rock bottom, and then we'll pick you up and pull you out of the water and make you move forward. And they're showing me water specifically because this seems to be an emotional situation and they really want you to to stop resisting the help and assistance that they're trying to give you. So that's what I got for you is to stop fighting and to allow your higher power to help you out of this situation. And so you can see it in a little bit more logical way than you're seeing it. You're seeing yourself as distressed and you're feel and like literally they're showing me this one little TikTok where this little boy was just screaming and yelling and just, oh my gosh, he thought he was drowning and he was just like, and they just told him to stand up. And when he stood up, the water didn't even come to his knees. Like all he had to do was stand up and he was fine. So they're saying is you're making this a little bit harder than it has to be, and you're tiring yourself out and you don't need to when they're trying to help you. So that's what I got for Miss Corinne.
Corinne, what I'm getting is that the guardian angels are kind of giving you a heads up. They're giving you a warning, which they don't always do, but they're giving you a heads up that you're getting ready to go through a transformation. There's a shift coming, there's a change coming. So be prepared for it. It's going to be a lot of high energy, a lot of maybe some maybe feeling a bit lost because you're again it's again overwhelming. But again, a good transformation, good transformation, and it's going to bring some healing to you. So again, it's a good healing card. So know that through this transformation, you find healing, and it kind of dovetails exactly with what Angie was saying, which is quite interesting,
And
and I
I
love
love
it.
that healing card, Don, because there's so much green on there. And I feel like that's abundance. We always think of abundance as money, but
Hmm.
that could be abundance of love. That could be an abundance of healing. That could be an abundance of assistance. It's abundance in so many different ways. So that I love the way that, and it had the wings on there. Again, that's angelic. And that's your higher power trying to help you out of this situation, and you're fighting against them. They're just like, just submit. What it was Don saying, once he committed to his situation, everything worked out.
Yep.
The surrender.
And again, they're going to be with you throughout the process. So have this, know that you have the strength and guidance there to help you usher through this transformation and this transformative period. But you are ultimately going to take charge and lead the charge and push on through, power through. Okay. So and no, again, there's a transformation, a transformative time coming in front of you. You're getting the warning now. Be prepared for it. As it ushers it through, it's going to bring some healing energy. You will eventually take control of the transition as you transition through and the transformation. But know that, again, you have very strong guides that are working with you through this, and they're going to be there and support you. You are not doing this alone, and you're not doing it unsheltered and unprotected. You will be sheltered and protected, and you will be fine through this. But coming out the other end, you're going to be much stronger. And look at this. At the end, joy and contentment. So again, it helps you brings you to a more satisfied, happier space once you're through this. And look at this, the spiritual growth that you get from this. Look, this card itself is amazing. I think it's just beautiful. But that's what you're getting from this again, is spiritual growth as well. But this transformation is going to be big. And so again,
Oh
that's
my
why
God, the card that you showed just before that, it felt like the inner child in her because I heard them say, "We see your tears." That
Mhm.
felt like the inner child being healed, or like whatever that wound is. Like you're in that childlike state or in that childlike need is what they're showing me. And then it seems like she becomes that next card that you showed. Like
Yeah,
that's her growing up and maturing into her spirituality.
exactly. Super, super. So that's what we're picking up. That's what I was picking up for you and Corinne. So, and again, it seems like it's going to be a bit of a hit energy wise, but it's going to be a good hit and ultimately lead you in a much better place. Who else, Miss Angie?
Oh, Nikki Colbert says she loves that deck.
It is
Lily,
a
isn't
beautiful
it
deck.
so
It's called the
beautiful?
Angel Guide Oracle from Kyle Gray.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. The only other person that I see in here is Nikki, or not Nikki. Lillian. That's the lady we were just telling about the class.
Hmm.
She says, "Would you be able to give me a reading of what challenges things are coming my way ahead of me?" Why would you want to know about challenges? I would have said, "Can you tell me what positive things are coming my way?" I never ask for challenges. I don't want to know what the challenge is. I
Yeah,
want to know
don't
what
invite the challenges in. Don't bring them in.
people are always like, "Oh, I gotta deal with my shadows." Mm-mm, no shadows are there in the past for a reason. If they want me to deal with them, they'll come get me. I'm not coming to get them. I never ask for challenges. Oh, what is gonna be hard about my day today? I don't ever want to know that. Mm-mm. Okay, so let's see what's happening for you, Miss Lillian. They're saying let go of the rope. You're in a tug of war situation, and they show me you pulling back and forth, and you're pulling so hard with the rope that you're tearing your fingers up. You're holding on so tight. You're pulling and they're pulling, so you're in a situation. It seems like a family situation because it's a very close knit. It's a very emotional or tight bond that you're pulling back and forth that you're going on. So it may be a family dispute or something that has to do. Is there an inheritance or something about a deceased loved one? Or something like that, because it seems to be like something where you're fighting over possession or you're fighting over something where it could be just your point of view that you're fighting over, but you're fighting and they show me you tug a war and the rope is just sliding back and forth in your hand and it's cutting your hands up so bad because you just won't let go and try to do it another way. The push pull is killing you and the other person, and nobody's getting the resolution that they need. And what they're saying is just let go and try it a different way. You don't have to keep doing this push pull because both sides are hurting and neither side is going to get fully what they want. Nobody's going to get fully what they want in this situation. My son and his father. Okay. Okay, so that's what the push pull is. Nobody's going to get what they want. So you have to let go of the rope and try a different approach to it. You can't force anybody to be what they want you to be. I think you also asked a question about your relationship with your mom, and the way they show it to me is like you want Donna, you want the very nice mom, like the was it Donna Reed? Is that her name? Is that who it was?
Hmm.
Like the really, oh my gosh, the homemaker, the bakes you cookies, the tucks you in at night, kiss you on your forehead, and what you got was Peggy Bundy. That's what they're showing me. Like you got more of the Peggy Bundy mom from Married with Children. You want this, you want her to be this person that you imagine what a mom should be, instead of the mom that you have, and you can't make somebody be what you want them to be. And so the card that fell out for you was the Knight of Pentacles. It's the slowest moving card in the deck because it takes consistency and working on the situation. They're going to have to work on their relationship, and you can't take sides. You can't be like, oh, well, he's right, he's this, he's that. You have to let them work this out on this situation, and it's going to take work because this is a person that is dependable, who is not afraid of hard work, but they always get what it is that they want because they put the effort in and they put the hard work in. So it's going to take some work on their behalf. So what you can do if you want to move forward is to send them positive energy, but you can also say, hey, do you guys think that you can work this out in a different way without trying to take sides or saying you're wrong, you're right, you're this or that? Just funnel them into trying to do something in a more positive light that'll help them to remedy the situation, because the way it is, nobody's winning in this situation. Everybody's just arguing because nobody sees the other person's point of view. Everybody just sees it from their limited side, and you're not seeing the other side of it. And you may need outside help. You may need to get a counselor to come in and to talk to you about the dynamics, or to go to a family counseling group, because sometimes it's beyond what you understand how to do. But your higher power is saying, just let go. You're in a tug of war that you're not going to win at all. So that's what I got.
This is Liliana, right?
Mm-hmm.
Liliana, who's the young male that goes to school around you? Is that a son or a grandson? He's a student. He's younger, so he's in like I don't get high school. I think he's younger than that.
It must be her son, because she said the conflict is between the son and his father.
No, I don't think this is the. Is this the same? I don't think this is the same one though. I don't think this is the same one. This is not the This is not a conflict. This is not the one with this conflict.
Oh, she says she has a 12, or 8, and a 1-year-old.
Is the 8-year-old a boy? Because I'm being drawn to the 8. Look at the 8 and see the student is an 8.
Yeah.
Is the 8-year-old a son? And again, yeah, he's very strong-willed, extremely strong-willed. He has a lot of hair, very full head of hair. He has that son has psychic abilities. That son reported to you that he's seen the spirit in the closet, because there's a spirit that lives in his closet, and that spirit talks to him. And that spirit, it's he's not just an imaginary friend. That spirit does talk to him, and it is a spirit. And but the spirit is somebody who crossed over. The spirit is it a grandfather? Is it your father, or is it your grandfather? That is who visits him. That's who watches over him. So did your father pass, or did you have a grandfather who's crossed over? Because that's the energy who's visiting with your son. Tell him, and so don't make an issue of it. Don't make him feel uncomfortable, because he is picking up an actual spirit. It's your grandfather. Okay, that's who's coming in. That's who's coming to visit with him, and that's who visits with him often. And the grandfather makes him aware that your son has all this power. He reminds your son that he's powerful. He reminds your son that he's special. He reminds your son that he's worthy. Your son is worthy. Your son has a value. So know that to be the case. Your son is a very happy kid. Your son is that son is very happy. The son is very balanced, because again, he knows he has somebody in his corner. So know that is the case, okay? I love this. Your son has so much potential. He's only beginning to tap what is in front of him. He sees things that wouldn't make sense to you, and he understands it. and he's working on understanding it himself. So don't stymie that. Please don't stymie that, because again, he's very strong, and he's got so much ability. So embrace it and let him use that, to grow with. Okay, that's an amazing. It's amazing to get that kind of energy. I mean, I'm glad. He's radiating through. It's wonderful. So show him love and support. Never poo poo this on him, because again, those spirits are there. I know he can see spirits here, and it gets bad in Mexico. Yeah, but yeah, don't. The thing is that, again, those spirits, they mean him no harm. They are there to help and support him, and he finds peace and solace in that. So don't poo poo that with him. Okay, make sure you embrace that for him. He probably gets it from you. You were probably told a long time ago to put it in the closet yourself and not even deal with it because it was against your religion or whatever. But and so you fell prey to some of the stuff that you don't want him to fall prey to. Okay, let him enjoy his great grandfather. His great grandfather is wonderful for him. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you.
And while you were talking about that, I did my Oracle fairy cards, and that's what came out: protection. And it
Yep.
says the magical fairies are here, providing, shielding you with the magical fairy ring of love and light. So
Yep.
definitely he is protected. Even beyond your grandfather, he is being protected.
Yes.
I feel like all of you are being protected in some kind of way. And then they said wish wisely. Like, I think you're wishing for some situation to be over. It could be that other situation, but they're telling you to wish wisely. Be careful what you're wishing for or what you're asking for, because remember, your words have so much power. So be careful about the things that you're wishing for, that you're saying, I wish this was over. I wish this would be careful about the words. Choose your words carefully and wish
Yes.
wisely, because the things that you're asking for, you'll get,
Yes.
and it may not be the way that you want to receive it. So know
Yeah.
the power in your words, Miss
Yeah,
Lillian.
your household's full of spirits. He's not the only one that's there, but he's the one who is very connected to your son. You have a lot of spirits around you. You have a lot of support and network, which is what Angie was showing you. Absolutely. So know that your house is like a house of spirits, which is interesting because Angie used that phrase at my house. It's Witchcom, who Samuel had told her, my house was a house of spirits. And I get the same kind of energy with yours. I think there's more than him there, but those are your family members who crossed over, who are watching out and protecting you. They
You
are
know
not.
what, Don? It's funny. I was talking to Samuel the other day. I was like, "Are you still there? Like, I don't hear you a lot." And we just had a nice little conversation. So yeah,
Oh, that's
he's
nice.
still there. Yeah.
Yeah, as he told you, he's there when you need him. So you
He's
must
there
not
when
be
I
needing
need
him
him,
right
like a
now.
grandfather. Like I just, sometimes I was just like, wow, Samuel, I haven't heard from you a while. And he reminded me that he was always in the shadow,
Yep.
because that's the way he served in his life. He was always in the shadow. He didn't speak until they needed him. Whenever it was time to do whatever his thing was, that's when he was there. But he was always in the shadow, and he reminds me that he's always in the shadow.
Yep. Yep.
It's a
And he told
comfort.
you. Remember, he told you a long time ago. He will be there for you when you need him.
He's a comfort. I love, it's that warm grandfatherly feeling. And I just, sometimes I'm just like, Samuel, like you, and he listens. He doesn't really just say so much to me. He just listens to me, and then he'll just, yeah, Miss Angie, or whatever. It's just kind of that allowing me. He's just like just allowing me. He's a sounding board, and he just allows me to talk, and then he just comforts me
Mhm.
through it.
Yeah, Liliana, you don't. You said here. I know my grandma and grandpa are here for sure. I know there is more because some of them like to throw things around, but I try not to acknowledge them. I don't be afraid of acknowledging them, and the ones that are throwing things around. The one specifically when it came to me when you said that was as a child. It's a poltergeist. They play games. They're not being mean by throwing things. They're hiding things or moving things just to kind of play. They play head games with you from time to time, but not in a negative way.
Uh,
So,
Are you ignoring them because you're afraid of them? Like, why would you ignore your loved ones? Like, if when my grandmama comes to talk to me, listen, first of all, she's not gonna take me ignoring me. She's gonna thump me upside my head or something. I'm gonna know that she's there. But why would you ignore them if they're trying to like they may have a message for you? They're trying to provide guidance for you. Why would you ignore them? Like they could be what you need in this situation that your son and his father are dealing with. They could be the guidance and the thing that you need. And if they're escalating and throwing things and making noises in the house, it's because they want you to acknowledge them and to speak to them so they can help you. Listen, they came from the dead, from the beyond to talk to you, and you don't want to talk to them. These people got other stuff that they could be doing, and they chose to come to you to talk to you and to help you in your situation. That's what they're trying to do to help you, and you're ignoring them. Never ignore them. There was always here for a positive reason or to help you out in some way. They could be showing you where some money at.
Yeah. Yep. 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 Also, there, the one who is playing the games again, the one who's throwing things around. Did you have a child that didn't come to term? Um, because I'm getting that that's a child who didn't come to term, and maybe if it's not yours, then it's somebody very close in your family. So it is a sister or sister-in-law, or even a sibling. Did your mom lose a child that didn't come to term? Because I'm getting that's the child, and they like their attention. They like to have the attention. There again, that's what they're there for. So that's the kind of energy I'm getting for that specific. When as soon as you mentioned, it's like boom, that's what came to my head. So I wouldn't be surprised. Yes, at least one last year this time. Okay, that makes sense. So that's the energy that's coming through, and they're just letting you know that they're there, but they're playful, and so they're not. Again, they don't mean you harm. They're
And
just
just
they're.
ask them what they want. Like,
Yep.
when you notice their presence or that something happened, you just be like, okay, who's here? You're welcome if you're a pure positive spirit here for my highest and greatest good. I always put that condition out there. If you're here for positivity, then you're welcome into my space. If you're here from anything that's not for my greatest and highest good, you are not welcome here. So you can always banish them out. And if you're afraid that there's a negative entity, just burn some sage. It'll get rid of whoever is not supposed to be there, and then burn some Palo Santo to bring the pure positive energy back
Mhm.
in, and you'll cleanse out the old or out the negative and open. Listen, every single morning I get up and I open my window and I was told that it lets out the stale old energy, and it ushers in the new, you know energy from outside, from nature, and cleanses the house. I light my incense all the time, and my grandmother used to do that every single morning, summer, winter, fall, whatever. She always had the door open, like the big door, because we had screen doors in Michigan, and so she would always have that door open and let the fresh air in, or she would open the windows, and I do that every single day to let out the old negative air and to let in the new air, or just even fresh air to kind of mix everything up, and then I burn my incense and I set my tone for the day. So you could do that too. But if you're afraid of the spirits, do the sage. It'll get rid of anything negative, and set the intention that you're burning the sage to release any negative energies or any negative whatever that's in the house, and then burn the Palo Santo and say that you're trying to attract pure positive energy.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Miss Linda says, I feel like she ignored them as to not acknowledge that what she feels is negative behavior, like when you ignore a child when they act out. Absolutely. But I can tell you that again, that child, that young one is doing it just to get your attention, and so don't ignore it. Don't and just you don't have to praise them doing crazy things, but
Oh my
again, it's a
God. Her
poltergeist.
son is so powerful. She said, my mom also lost one in Mexico, and he told my son that his grandma is his mom. Your son is, you really do need to nurture his gifts because he could be so powerful, as he continues to grow. You don't want him to
Yeah.
lose that wonderment, that amazement, and that ability. Like, nurture that for him in some kind of way,
Or
even if it's just him talking to you. But I feel like if you would connect to your higher power, you two would have something that you could share.
yeah, or even worse, if you're not careful and people poo poo him, and then hears the voices, at one point he could think something's wrong with him because he's hearing voices and he's told that can't happen and it's not natural, whatever. Be careful with that, because again, I know so many people who thought they had issues because when they were growing up, their minister, their preachers, their moms, their dads, whatever, had told them that you're not experiencing what you're experiencing, and if exactly, Angie, exactly. So make sure that know that when your child is having these things, and this is proof that it's real, the last thing you want to do is make sure that allow anybody in that would bring him into a different headspace and make him question, because then it could reflect back on himself. He could reflect back on himself and start thinking something's wrong with me, something's bad with me, whatever. And don't you don't want that to happen. So make sure that you never stymie that. Make sure that you, even if you don't want to support it necessarily all the way, let him let him grow, let him develop, and help him find ways to ensure that he takes that. We had a young girl in our class. Remember Fabi's daughter? Oh my gosh, she was amazing. She was young, and the mother would come and bring the daughter. We also had, remember the Russian lady too? She would bring her daughter.
Oh, she was amazing.
Oh my
Ava.
God. Yes.
Ava?
Something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. So we had 2 people in class who would bring their young children because they didn't know who else to turn to. And our class would be there for them, and they would grow. And I'm telling you, these young children
And
were
you would see their
phenomenal.
eyes just light up with people just telling them how amazing they were. And it's
Yes.
harder to suppress that than it is to
Yep.
believe it. Like I remember I used to write in my journal about it and write in my journal to the people, to the spirits and stuff that I was, talking to, but I didn't know that that's what I was doing or understand that that's what was happening, and trying to suppress it is harder than just trying to, than exploring it and allowing it to be. So definitely allow it to be.
Yeah, I can tell you, just don't just be know that you have a very special son who has amazing abilities, and
And
never let him believe they are something less than that. Let him know that they come from a good place, that he had what he's experiences is real, that they come from a good place, and that he should expand on it and not hide it under a bushel.
she said she's seen them pull him out of the bed to the floor. You also need to let him know that he can control his interaction with them. Like he can tell them, not now, not go away. I'm trying to sleep. I don't want you. Like he can control that. You need to give him in his 8-year-old, understanding. You can tell them, not now. I'm ready to go to bed. I don't want to talk to you now. Go away. I'll see you tomorrow. Or I don't want to deal with you. Like you have to give him that understanding that he can control what it is and not allow them, because I don't know if it scared him when they pulled him out of the bed, but that could be a frightening experience for something that you don't see or feel, or what I'm saying, you don't see and understand what's happening to you. Tell them, you can tell them to go away. It's not time. Like I remember when I was in class and a spirit sat down on me. Our mentor came over. She was like, "Tell them to get up and go and sit in that chair. It's not mediumship time right now. It's psychic time." And I'm looking at her like, "What?" And she literally said, tell them to go and sit in that chair over there." And so you tell the spirit, "No, get off of me and go and sit in the chair," and the spirit leaves you. But you have to know that you have the control to tell the spirit what they can and cannot do. So he needs that understanding to know that he can control the situation. And our mentor is a good resource if you want somebody to talk to about child spirits and stuff too.
Absolutely. And also, and
Because
remember
that's
this phrase,
so
gatekeeper.
like
Remember this phrase, gatekeeper. And when you talk to your son, tell him he has a gatekeeper. Tell him the gatekeeper is like the gate in your front in your yard. If you want the dogs in your yard to get out, you can open the gate and let them out. If you want to keep the dogs in your yard and let nobody else come in, you shut that gate. The gatekeeper does the same thing. He can tell his gatekeeper to make the spirits not be playing with him at night. And guess what? The gatekeeper will keep the spirits out at night. He should understand the concept of gatekeeper. He should be introduced to the concept of gatekeeper, which again is just a overall spirit that controls access to him. And so that gatekeeper, if he says, "Hey, gatekeeper, can you make sure they don't bother me at night?" They will not bother him at night because a gatekeeper will do it. So introduce him to the concept of the word gatekeeper, and let him talk to the gatekeeper and tell the gatekeeper, "Hey, I don't want to play at night with them." So they can't do it. Because again, if you have poltergeists, the poltergeists will play all the time. They don't have a night and day, they play. So
And if he doesn't understand the concept of gatekeeper, like if he plays video game, try to figure out what the gatekeeper would be in the video game. Like who's the master controller of the game, or who's the
exactly.
person who has the control and makes the decision. So associate that gatekeeper with that person so he understands this is the person, or you're the controller. However you need to get it to him. Your gatekeeper is a person who tells the people in the game what to do, and make him understand that, and say, you can tell your gatekeeper to tell them, "No, they can't come into my castle. No, they can't come into my whatever, or no, they can't come into wherever," and allow him to understand that.
Exactly. Super. Well, there you go, Liliana. You have a blessed child, and so work with them closely and work with them continuously. Let him expand, and you'll be so happy that you did. Nikki, what did Lucy? I'm being asked. I was asked. What did Lucy get you for your birthday? So did you just have a birthday? And who is Lucy? What did Lucy get you for your birthday? I was just asked to ask that question of you. Did she get you something special? And again, is Lucy your mother, your sister, your daughter? Who's Lucy?
I see rainbows, so for me that's good. It's good. Sunshine and lollipops.
Yeah. Something about a gift from Lucy for your birthday. Did you just have a birthday? Or did you leave, Nikki? Did you leave us? Yes, we both did. She drew me a picture. She is my daughter. Okay,
Oh
that
my
makes sense.
gosh.
Yeah. So yes, I don't know what energy is here with me, but whoever it was, they wanted to know what Lucy got you. So it was your birthday. Interesting. I love it. So you both had a birthday at the same time then? Interesting. I love it. So that's cool. January, and hers is February 3rd. Okay. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, that's so cute.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I just see her. I see her beaming. She has like a beautiful smile. She's a beautiful smile. So,
You're welcome, Lillian. I hope you'll come to class too and get some more understanding for yourself as well as to be able to help your son. I
yeah.
love this stuff, Don. I can do this all day.
Nikki says she has spirits with her and she gets scared. So this was so helpful. Oh, there you go. So
Oh,
you were meant to be here for tonight.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm
Yep.
telling you, Don, I can do this all day.
She is amazing and destructive. Well, that comes with the territory.
Little,
I hate to tell you.
littles are a ball of joy, and sometimes it's a ball of destruction. So you got it.
Absolutely. So,
You
well, with
got
that
it.
said, Miss Angie, I think we're about done. It's been a long one, but a good one. Yes, indeed. So, what are plans for the weekend?
Let me see what's this weekend. I have to look at my calendar. So Friday we're going out for one of my birthday dinners to a restaurant to have drinks. We haven't decided if we're gonna invite the kids or not, or if it's gonna be all adults. So that's Friday, and then Saturday either I'm going. I haven't decided, but I'm going to one of the restaurants um in Scottsdale. They have this one Miami theme kind of bar that I want to go to.
Mhm.
So I think I'm gonna go there Saturday. My sister's going to some other Galentine's Day event that I'm not going to, but I think I'm gonna get one of my other friends and we're gonna go. So all weekend I'll be eating and drinking. And then next weekend is is the weekend leading up to my actual birthday weekend. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
So I don't know what I'll be doing next weekend. I want to go on a short trip, but I don't know where to go. I want to go someplace that's a little bit warmer or that's a little bit warm. Like my friend wanted to go to Cancun, but I'm not really wanting to go to Cancun. But I do want to take a short like weekend trip somewhere, and I haven't decided where I'm going to go. So if anybody has any suggestions, I'm welcome to suggestions. Just a short little, even if it's a little drive, I'll fly or drive, but just a little something to get away and to do something again for my birthday because I'm trying to do something every single weekend.
San Diego is a nice trip. It's only a 4.5 hour, four
See,
and
I
a half
don't know
hour.
what to do because we go to San Diego a lot. My cousin lives
Oh,
there and we go, but we don't really do anything. So maybe we're just not exploring it enough and finding good things to do.
hmm.
So I'm trying to
Hotel
find.
Del there, Balboa Park is really nice. Balboa Park is super nice. And of course, the Hotel Del. I always go to the Hotel Del. I love just. I don't stay there most of the time. I just go to eat a drink there and chill. There's something
Oh,
good energy,
really?
amazing energy about the hotel. I don't know what it is, but it brings a lot of good energy. Um, there's also LA is not too far from there. I like what's the beach? It's not Malibu, but it's because Malibu's north by LA, but it's down between LA and San Diego. That's an M.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about because we went there last time. Oh gosh, when we were there, we went to one of those beaches. I forgot what it is, and it has like a. Do they have like a Ferris wheel or a carnival or something there at this beach? Oh, I forgot what it was. We went to it the last time we were there. And does it start with an M?
Yeah, this one is yeah. It's I can't think of what it's like a.
We went there.
We almost bought a house.
Lillian, I have a trip to Sedona coming up. I think it's gonna be in March. The travel group that I'm with, we're going to Sedona. We're gonna take a party bus up to Sedona, and we're gonna hike and brunch.
Old Town San Diego, by the way, is nice too, and the Gaslight District is nice. Those two districts are nice in downtown San Diego. I remember that. No, not
Well,
Santa
Santa
Monica. Santa
Monica,
Monica.
Is
Well, no,
that where
Santa Monica's
Angie
outside of
is?
LA. It's before you get to Malibu. But this one is again, this one is further south. This is beyond Newport. It's below Newport. What is that? It's an M beach.
Mm.
Um,
Somebody said Newport or Anaheim.
no, yeah, it's below Newport, south of Newport in Cali. Let me see if I can find it real quick here.
I thought
Um,
about Vegas, Rachel, but I couldn't. I was like, we've done Vegas, but I guess we could do something that's not on the strip in Vegas.
oh, it was Laguna Beach. I was not an M. It's Laguna Beach. I
Oh,
love
okay,
Laguna
Laguna.
Beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Florida. I don't know. I'm not really thinking about Florida. I went to Florida
Mm,
last year, and I just didn't have a great time.
Florida.
I
LA
didn't
is kind of a cool place too from time to time. Santa Barbara is a nice place, but again, it's a
Oh,
little bit of
I
a
didn't even think
ride.
about that. So yeah,
Santa
we
Barbara,
just want a short little something, just boo boo, go and come back,
yeah.
and have a little, drinks, see some men, maybe dance and party a little bit, and then come right back home.
Santa Fe, always a nice place.
Santa Fe. Hmm.
But the men, not so much for men.
They're not that.
So cancel that one, strike that one. Not so much.
I was even thinking about exploring some places in Scottsdale too. Like, oh well, there's lots of places around here that I haven't been to that I need to get out and about and see. And so I don't know, but I do want to do a weekend away thing. And I thought about kind of going more north, but that's colder, so no
That's
thanks.
colder. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you could always go to Temecula and do wine tastings. Spend the weekend wine tasting.
We used to go there for soccer tournaments, Temecula.
Yeah. Remember our wineries there? We had our winery is the one with the glass floor. So if anybody's ever in Temecula, stop at our winery. It's Monte de Oro, and you will know it because we have the glass floor in the wine tasting room, and you can look down and see our barrels. So you know that's one. You say, "Oh, that's that guy on screen. That's his winery."
And God, I never forget that. Remember, it was on that TV show. What was it? What was the show? Uh,
CSI, I think it was CSI, right? Or it was
was it CSI or Las Vegas? Gosh, it was one of
Yeah,
those. But you sent me the picture of it, and I was like, oh
yeah,
my gosh,
yeah,
yeah.
yep, yep. So yeah, we haven't
Yeah,
been to
that's
our winery in a while, so we kind of
really.
we need to get there.
I could always go and visit LMT. She's invited me out like 1,000 times. And I
Oh
never
my
went.
God, she's in Laguna. She's in Carmel.
Mhm.
Wonderful, beautiful place. Yeah, you can also go from Carmel down to San Simeon. San Simeon is beautiful. That's the Hearst Castle.
Mm.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So,
Miss Linda, I like your thinking. She says, "Oh, Miss Linda says she's been to that winery, but she also said I stay closer to home, Angie. You could drink more. I'm not mad at you, Miss Linda. I'm not mad at all. I always
exactly.
like a pretty drink. I said I'm gonna just go on to Ed's page and find out all the places you guys have went to all last year because you always go to some spectacular
Oh
places.
yeah.
Let me just go and pick one of the places that Ed and them have gone to here around here and just go to one of those restaurants.
If you want to go to a great bar, Angie, see if you can get reservations at Platform 18.
Oh, so many people have told me about that over and
Yeah,
over and over. Platform 18, Platform
Platform
18. I
18.
keep
It
so
was
it's
rated the number one bar in the nation. We found that out
okay.
when we were in New Orleans. Somebody said, "Are you from Phoenix?" We're like, "Yeah." Like, "Oh, you have Platform 18. It's the number one in the nation." We're like, "Wow, we had to leave Phoenix to realize that." But yeah,
So what day did you oh no, that's okay. I'm about to look it up. That's all right, Don. I'm gonna look
yeah,
it up.
Platform
Platform
18. Check
18.
it out. You get and when you make your reservation, you only get an hour and a half at Platform 18 because and then it's like you're being in a train. You're in a train car, and you're having a train experience. And then it says, "Okay, we're pulling into the station soon, so be ready." And so it's kind of it's a unique experience you'll not get anywhere else. I promise you. Called Platform 18. Yeah,
Okay,
that would be a nice experience. That's a very unusual experience.
oh, okay.
Mm.
All right. Yes, I have that one. And then I forgot what the other place is called, that Miami theme bar, but they had some good food that looked like I might want to try. So, I'm always into trying new food. But so
Mhm.
I got, again, we're going to dinner on Friday. We're going to do something on Saturday. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do on Sunday. I might just relax Sunday. And then next weekend, we're doing brunch at the place up in Glendale, the fusion place.
Oh yeah.
And then I don't know what else I'm gonna do, but every weekend. Last weekend I went to a jazz concert, and while I was at the jazz concert, Don sent me a picture of a jazz. Was it a jazz
The Jazz
club?
Club. Yeah,
Club,
Nash,
and he was
the
like, "I
Jazz
might
Club
be
Nash.
psychic." I said, "You might be psychic, Don, because I'm at a jazz concert right now."
Yep. That was crazy, right? That's it's like cheesy whiz.
That's all right, Miss Linda. You're not a bad influence. That's sensible. That's thinking. That's more thinking. Stay closer to home. You can drink more. I don't mind, and I can Uber right on home if I have too much to drink, or I can get a
Exactly.
hotel while I'm out somewhere. Good
Or you can
thinking.
always find your way to the edge of Scottsdale and stay at our place. You know, we always have space.
Exactly, Don. Listen, I need a place to stay.
Exactly. We always have space. We always have room. You know that. You know that.
Yeah, so I have to. I do have to come visit, Don. We haven't had dinner in a while, so I'm gonna have to come visit you,
I'm gonna have
or
to
we
think of
need to
something
go out and
special to
have
make.
some dinner, huh?
Yeah, and it was great to see Keena the other day. We hadn't seen her in so
Exactly.
long.
I
Oh my
said,
God.
Keena, why didn't you stay? She was like, I just came to drop in and say hi. I miss y'all.
Everybody
Although
loves
we
Steve.
do know that Kim is coming in April, so we'll get
Yes,
together in April for sure.
there you go. Yep,
Because
that's
there's
the
a
reason to do it
birthday
right there.
twin.
Well, everybody, we are out of here. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. If you are so inclined, I would love to invite you to pop in tomorrow morning where Shauna and I will be doing a live stream. If they've got her internet working in her community, they took the internet out today and it was dead. And she was supposed to be on live with Julie and Bonnie doing love readings. And they did not happen because she could not get internet. But hopefully tomorrow morning it'll be resolved. I don't think it's resolved as of yet. So I don't know. But I also know that her hard copy of her, and maybe I shouldn't give it away, but I already discarded, so I might as well finish. Her hard copy, the hardbound copy of her planners are in. And so she finally has the hardbound copies. And so she's excited that they finally arrived. And that's good. And they look wonderful. So not only now do you have the PDF file, but if you want to buy one of her hard copies, you'll have that opportunity as well. But if I spoke too soon or whatever, then tomorrow pretend you didn't hear what I just said.
And just to let you all know, thank you all guys who subscribed. Don is up to 983. We're almost there, guys. We're
Oh,
almost
thank you,
there.
everybody. I appreciate that.
So we're
Chug,
getting
chug,
there.
chug, chug, chug. Well, with that said, we're out of here. And I think I even uploaded our exit tonight. I think I'm on top of things. Let me see. Let me make sure. Yeah. Oh, and let me do the Valentine thing one more time, just in case. There you go. Well, isn't that special?
I missed that one. I totally missed that one. Oh my gosh, we used to do that one a long time ago. I
We
missed
did,
that
we
one.
did, we did, we did indeed. That one and this one.
Mama, could it be me?
That was my debut.
Yes, I miss those the old favorites. I'm telling you, and of course this one.
Do it. No, don't do it. No.
Don, you know I posted that one today. I said, looking for a love reading. Look at my face. Don't do it. No.
Oh, I didn't see that yet. I haven't seen it yet.
See me and I said, see A5 says in Sonoran Mystic Tarot tonight for live readings at 6 p.m. But that's a meme that I use. I said, you want to love read it? Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh no, I haven't seen it yet. I'll have to look for it when I get off of here. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
I did it on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Yeah. That's fantastic. And Angie, now I'm getting ready to hit the button to close out. You notice we hadn't had any.
Don, I said such a very hard, strong prayer while you were doing your bells. Maybe it was together. You were doing the bells, and I was praying like, Lord, can you keep all the poachers out of our thing? Can you keep them all away and keep anybody who's trying to invite them to the inbox? And Don, it worked. We didn't have a single one.
Not a single visitor tonight, if you know what I mean.
Oh my
and most
gosh,
of you on this chat, you know what I mean.
Yes, I am so happy about it. Oh,
that's
my
a
God.
first. That's a first. Last week we almost got out and they had just that last one. Remember the?
I know. Yep. And we made it all the way through. Let's go before we get one.
Let's go.
Bye, everybody.
Exactly.
Happy Valentine's
Bye, everybody.
Day.